You one thing that I was thinking about doing was
Send that.
taking
Send it. Swaggertron, send it. Cause you for surely about to get that motherfucking look for me right now, that play for me. You get that exposure for me. You already got the cosign for me. I don't give a fuck. You got the cosign for me. You just getting double cosigned at this point, triple cosigned at this point. What you saying, G?
I was saying I was thinking taking some of my beats out onto the street and just finding random people, see if they wanted to freestyle over it and record that like type like a street interview, but do
Yeah.
freestyles.
Yeah, bro, that's all content. I tell everybody, like, that's been all the like. I don't know if Sheik is still in here, but that's been the conversations and the theme of the conversations for the day. Is any and everyone has viral content. They just not curating themselves. You know.
Well, that and two, the thing that I'm always alluding to is we have to think of ourselves like movie producers.
Yes.
And at the end of a movie, there's hundreds of people on the
Yes.
credits.
Yeah.
So when it comes to art being monetized, it's not a one person effort. Like it's a production.
Yeah. Nah, that's a fact. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, Swaggertron. I just fucking followed you. I wasn't even following you. I got so many people in my tribe. That's why I love y'all for real. Like, all y'all. Cause like nobody be acting weird that I don't follow. Cause like I literally keep my followers under 777. And then when I hit a certain stage, I don't know when I'll feel it. I'll know like my spirit's gonna speak to me. I'll go to 888 and I feel like I might stay there, maybe go to nine. But I'm the type of person where it's like when I build rapport with people and I feel like I know you or like I know you really, that's what like you kind of keep boiling down to, then there's a great chance I'm gonna follow you because I'm invested in you. Because at one
Mhm.
point I followed thousands of accounts. And once I became hyper aware of the matrix and the layers of it, and you know, my study into psychology got deeper and more profound, and my understanding of marketing, because I was a business major as well, and taking marketing, and I was like, oh my God, this is subversive marketing, and I knew more than the average person, so I disconnected at an earlier stage. So years ago, my father, years and years ago, before it got popular to like, oh, be careful what you're ingesting in your. I was doing it because I was studying it and I was watching it unfold in real time. So once I became cognizant of what I was doing, I started vocalizing it to other people, and then I noticed that it did become trends in certain areas. And now you have people, but it's still not a popular trend. Like it's still subculture to be like, yo, curate who you're following to like a niche
Mhm.
because you're losing your fucking brain. Like you're losing your framework of reference and thought and individuality because
Being
you're just
programmed.
bombarding yourself with everyone else's repurposed thoughts, ideas, and beliefs because they're not original to the point that you become the NPC. For those
Yep.
that hear the term NPC and think that it's people just, being satirical, we're not. That they're literally based on their subconscious psychological programming. They're non-playable characters because they're not in the driver's seat of their own existence.
You know how you can see exactly what it is that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Um, like log or power up your device, turn off your Wi-Fi, turn off your data, and then open Instagram. And it's still gonna be a feed loaded for your ass, even though you're not connected. It's already predetermined what you're gonna see when you scroll.
Yeah.
It's already preloaded, and
Well, no,
only way only way to get a or to change it is to change your behavior and to be cognizant of the things that you invest your time in. That's the only way to keep the algorithm on its toes to show you new content, new people.
yeah, yeah.
That shit preloaded like a playlist,
If it sure is.
and that's really what's been annoying me is how Instagram has upped amount of sponsored content. Like that's all I see is sponsored content. Like I don't there's no organic interaction anymore, I feel. It's
Um,
all suppressed. I'm not gonna say it's not
so
any,
I
but it's
don't
suppressed.
I don't see too much sponsored content, but that's because I have a curated algorithm. Like I see Gus Fink, shout out to Gus Fink. He's an amazing artist that I follow. Like I see him on my like I guess explore page or my feed, my reload feed. When I reload my Instagram, it's like this is what you're supposed to be seeing right now. I'll see that.
Mhm.
I'll see some fitness stuff. Shout out to Amazonia. Shorty that dropped like I think like 80, 90 pounds and actually became a fitness influencer. She was heavy set, overweight, blah blah. Um because again, to reiterate what I said earlier about years ago, recognizing the power of who you're following and what these apps are doing, subversive marketing, marketing in general, target marketing. Um, I don't follow 3,000 accounts, and I don't engage with. I also am aware of like how long I hover over posts. Like I know the game, I
Yeah.
know how it works. So like I don't hover over posts. Like I'll be like, "Brah, brah, brah," like instant. I'll like try to swipe before I swipe to get away from the shop. Like that ain't what I want to see. Like maybe I'll backtrack if it was like I think I wanted to see that, but it's rare. Because I'll just keep going. Because I'll be like, fuck it. If it was really meant for me to see it, I'll see it again because it's social media.
Well,
So
I mean,
that's just me.
you no, you definitely hit the nail on the head, and that's where I'm having to shift my behavior is that I've been interacting with too many regular accounts, like people who are just on here. They're not on here for a purpose. And because I've been interacting with them, Instagram is showing me sponsored content that they interact with.
Yes,
So I've
because
been
you're part of their
having
network
to
now. Yes.
right. So I've
Yeah.
been having to unfollow or restrict that type of content because I don't want to see a bunch of thoughts clapping ass cheeks.
Yeah.
So but at the
That's
same
not
time,
helping me on my mission.
no. But at the same time,
Yeah.
Instagram does um show me some sponsored content in the lane of the things that I'm doing. Like so, like I interact with a lot of high end luxury cars, so they show me
Hmm.
a lot of profiles that are sponsored in that lane because they know what I'm looking for. It's just that I've like you said, I've been studying it, so I picked and chose my subject of my content. So it might be 5 or 6 different subjects though. So they're trying to figure out their chosen person to show me in that specific lane.
Yes.
So if it's fitness, if I like a bunch of fitness posts, they're not going to show me someone per se who is more aligned with me or my brand. They're going to show me the content creator who they sponsor or who paid for ads.
Yeah. Very grateful to see you both well. It's a pleasure to have you back up in here. And we're grateful to be well. I don't want to speak for the brother, but I can guarantee he's not gonna be ungrateful to be well.
Nah, bro. Breathing this free
I
air,
would
bro. That shit is a blessing.
I would take that leap of faith to say we are grateful to be well.
Yep. Oversteps no boundaries, sir.
Because life is too motherfucking short to be upset to be well. Like what the fuck?
Bro. That's the trick, bro. That's the trick. Being able to maintain your frame and your purpose, even though you got a bunch of opposition trying to throw you off your square.
Yeah, that part.
Resilient, relentless, even. Stuff. Over the last 4 months, I've gained. I put a battery in my own back when I really studied the etymology of fortitude. One of the synonyms for fortitude is manliness.
Hmm. Something that is being demonized at every turn.
Say word. I just I made a new design last, well, actually this morning. Put it sweatshirt. It says attractive beyond aesthetics.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Melanated masterpiece magnetics.
Instagram is about to bring back a feature or introduce a feature that allows you to add a song to your profile. So funny how many you got two more snippets. Let me tell you now. Let's see what's happening.
Man, I don't know what the hell version of Instagram I got, but I ain't gonna lie, that shit change every fucking day, bro.
I'm loving it. I
Even
got
even
invited
like,
into the I got invited into their payout program. So I'm loving it. I'm always about transparency because I want to see more content creators get to where I'm at and go even further so that if there's something else that I don't know, you can, hopefully tell me so that I can get a step further. But like the max out right now is 10,000 a month in the
mhm,
program. And almost cracked the 1K mark. I've hit 1K. Obviously, like I've made over 1K. But as far as like the one shot 1K,
yep,
I gotta crack that as my next benchmark. And they have it set up like a video game. But the fact that you can just literally post on Instagram, and again, I want to make this very clear to people. This should get attention as a source of viewership and potential revenue if you're really here to play the social media game. Uh, but your short form content, unless you're really on it like that, like you have the time, the passion, the drive to really pump out a lot of like daily short form content, your long form content is going to give you your short form content. So you're going to be taking
yep.
something from somewhere else to create the clips for your Instagram. Unless you're a meme account, big money there. Let me be clear. Big money there. If you're doing those 10 million and 20 million view videos, I promise you you'll hit that 10,000 a month here on this platform of Instagram. Healing and wellness be within you always, in all ways, by the way. Love your soul, Nazir, one light body. So, to all of you in here, all six of you in here, or all seven of you in here, because it's not counting Rumbling because he's on the panel. All of us. This is a reminder to myself, as it is new information to some of you, and a reminder to those of you that already know. There's money here. You know, we can't keep complaining about, oh, what we want in life. Oh, I wish my life was better. Oh, I wish I had more opportunity. Oh, I wish I could pay just at least one more bill out. Oh, I wish a little bit of help. They gave it to us. The same thing
Mm.
that they gave us that distracts us more than anything else is that we'll waste 9 hours a day mindlessly zombie scrolling like this, dummy mode.
Woo.
Chewing gum, headphones on, might be on the phone with an ear pod in, talking to someone while scrolling for hours. Just to complain about the fact that you struggled with your car note this month and blah, 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 blah. I'm going to reiterate that Instagram right now is paying out $10,000 a month on a max out for content. Repurposed content. What does that mean, kid? I'm not a content creator. I don't want to be in front of the camera. I don't want to talk to people. That's not my lane. This is you. Da, da, da. Everybody don't want to do what you do. Everybody don't. Oh, yeah, you make excuses. Again, you could be a meme account and never show your fucking face and take every viral post from every other big meme account and then just throw it into some fucking free editor on your phone, add a caption on top of it to make it your own, post it on your fucking account, you hit your 10 million views, and all of a sudden Instagram's like, here's your money. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? So I'm not pulling no punches. I'm not keeping no secrets. I'm not gatekeeping information. I'm not saying, yo, buy my program for $9.99 for me to explain to you. I just fucking told you. So if you want consultations and one-on-ones with me, I always already said that. I do that shit. I sell that shit. Because my time does have a value. But this right here got value. And y'all are paying me with your attention. So I'm giving you something of value. What you do with it is on you. You're not right or wrong for using it. Because guess what? It's your life. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just offering you another option you might not have known was there, or maybe you forgot was there, or maybe you just didn't think was a viable option for you because you created a roadblock in your mind. Fear, false evidence appearing real. You imagined a failure, so you didn't even try it. Listen, you don't even gotta show your fucking face, and you can make $10,000 a month. And I'm not saying I make 10,000 a month. I just told you my next benchmark is to hit the $1,000. But if I have a really great month, I might make 10. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. Does that register? Because I want y'all to go for it if you want it. And if you don't, then you just got free game that you might be able to tell one of your homies that do social media who might not know this shit, who might be sitting there scratching their head like, damn, I don't got no incentive. Why should I be posting on this stupid shit all day? I just fucking told you because $10,000 a month for an Instagram post? What are we talking about right now? It can only help your account. And you want to know why? You'll have an account to do something with. Meaning, if you don't put out no content that brings you a following, you're not going to get all the analytics you need, all the information you need. You don't have a big enough pool to get your information from. But if you have 2, 3 different posts that go viral for different things, and then all of a sudden you have 20, 30,000 followers, now you can look at your professional dashboard, see your analytics, and you can literally write down on a piece of paper what post on what day with what type of content did well. You could write down how many comments you got. Now you have a better understanding of your engagement and your growing audience. Because as I explained to every content creator, every artist, every independent business operator, until you have clients, until you have an audience, you don't. So when people start talking about their imaginary audience and they're in day one, stage one, and I'm their coach, I humble them immediately. Because if they're talking to me about their audience, because I've had people argue with me with only 1,000 followers about their audience, and then I tell them, unless those 1,000 people have bought product at least once, not only do you not really have an audience yet, you don't even have customers. You don't have customers or an audience.
That
You just
part.
got 1,000 people that are here to see what you do for whatever their personal reasons are, but they have yet to actually engage with you to create value. So once we start dipping into the pool of humanity, again, I already said it's 8 billion people. So all of us can find our little pool of people to work with. And then we can start getting the numbers and the information and the analytics that makes sense that we as individuals can make something happen, make something crack, make something pop, get a couple dollars. Because we'll see that, oh, it won't let you join. Nah, I tried, Christ kid. You'll see that, okay, when I posted the content about Prince, it went viral. Why did it go viral? I could give you a great example of why. I'm light skinned, Prince is light skinned. I'll be on some funny fly shit, Prince be on that same type of shit. He's a musician, I'm a musician. The content overlaps. I've already done comedy shit that I'm going viral for on this account. That's a comedy shit that's going viral. Like, it's literally just playing games with a system that already exists. You know?
That's that's what that's what I was going to say about the overlapping content, because really the name of the game is building brand awareness and brand identity.
Brand
And
identity, yeah.
you do that by identifying with your potential customers or clients, and you identify with them not by shoving the thing in their face that you want them to buy, but you identify with them on the commonalities that you share as people. So for instance, uh like I posted something a couple of
Hey
days
yo,
ago. It
shout
was a
out to Real Talk Chic for the donation. I didn't mean to cut you off, but my shit just hit real quick and I just seen the Cash App ding ding off and we on Instagram. We not on YouTube where like there's alerts and shit. So before I forget, because I'm a pothead and I'll literally forget, like, but that's a big thing. I appreciate you, Real Talk Chic. I love your soul. Always appreciate your support. Make sure y'all following Real Talk Chic. She's another content creator. We had an episode of a podcast that was recorded, but we have to do it again. Sorry to cut you off. Back to what you were saying, OG.
Yeah, so when you're looking at the person that you're trying to reach, you have to create an avatar and create attributes for that avatar. You know, do they like to bowl? Do they like to wear Reeboks versus Nikes? Do they listen to hip hop? If they do listen to hip hop, what type of hip hop do they use? So I was given an example of a piece of content that I repurposed a couple of days ago, and it was just a guy in a black t-shirt and black pants, and he was eating some M&Ms, and he said, I'm gonna start a subscription service for women who can't cook and call it Only Pants. And he kicked his foot out and like crossed his leg, and that was the end of post. It's like 15 seconds, but he had on some fresh as Jordan threes.
Yeah.
So since I'm a fashion brand, I repurposed that content, one, because it's talking to my audience, which is males specifically who want advice with females, and then
Yeah.
niche down into those type of males who might like Jordan. So all my hashtags was about shoes. So it's just about, creating a piece of content that reaches the avatar that you believe might be your potential customer in the future.
Contra Hawkins said, so pick up the controller and play your character. That's a fact. Dami J13, I appreciate the follow. Good the dog, what's the Vibes Tribe?
What's good, family?
1989 born AJ, what's the motherfucking Vibes Tribe? Price Kid, I'm not sure why they not letting you in. You already know the vibes. I'm trying, but they playing games with this shit.
Hold on, let me get my
But
lighting straight real quick.
I concur with that shit, man. I concur with everything you just said. Let's see what this swagger trying to beat here for. High Priest, what up? But yeah, we dropping gems. This might be a writing session, but the writing session for me is also a writing session for y'all if you're taking your notes, because the information that I gave y'all, just so we on the same page, is information that if you buy a course from fuck my courses, it's not about me. I'm trying to get y'all perspective. You go to someone else who's a social media content manager, coach, all this shit. I'm not new to this. I'm not like new in the field. I'm not the first. There's a bajillion people doing the same shit. Everybody's charging you to say the same shit I just said to you. I
Bro,
promise you.
he,
You
he
want to
is
know how
not
I know it's
lying,
true?
bro.
Because if and when I charge someone, I give them the same information I just gave y'all. It's just a longer conversation. It's more detailed, and it definitely be more structured and focused on them as an individual. But guess the fuck what? Anyone in this chat could have just got that same experience play by play like I just explained, because Real Talk Chic just got the same thing. And I did not tell her, yo, this is going to be a 3-week rollout of information, because let me tell you, explain to you what they do. The same information I just spitball at y'all into this was longer than an elevator pitch. So let's say this was a seminar. I just gave y'all like a free 30, 45 minute, maybe an hour long online seminar, right? Because people do free online seminars as well. The people that watch these online seminars who understand marketing and sales, they'd be like, oh, these niggas didn't milk their audience? Dummies. They'll break that information down to a 3-week rollout, right? And then they'll charge you for a course. And the same information I just gave y'all on my Instagram live in the middle of the afternoon on a fucking whatever today is, all y'all would have had to do was write down or ask me a question, and I would have curated the answer for you. And you got it for free.
That,
I didn't
that's the
say
game, bro.
I didn't say, yo, you see my Cash App. If you don't hit it, I'm not answering questions. I didn't do none of that. My Cash App there, you hit it, you hit it, you don't, you don't. I don't give a fuck. I'll leave it. I gotta leave. This is how real it is. Because you're gonna be blessed when you're supposed to be blessed by the people that's supposed to bless you. Because in real time, you'll be a blessing to them. That's how this
Facts.
shit works. You know how many times I've been in lives and seminars and free shits and been like, oh my God, this just broke my bank. I just changed the game with one fact and I didn't even pay for it. Like, what? Revolutionary. Because again, as Rumblin said before he entered the visual part of the chat, people do not value free. That means that the majority of people, the masses, which is a fact, do not value free. There's a very small subculture of people who have been fucked up enough and know that most gems are out there for free. You're just not digging in the dirt. You're not taking time to search.
So this is where that's where the social experiment that I'm doing is really exploring is, as melanated men, what do we have to do to package ourselves when we know our value? Because it's like we damned if we do, we damned if we don't. If I try to give it to you for free, you're not going to value it. And not only are you not going to value it, there is someone out there who is going to value it and probably run off with the play and start a fucking mastermind. if I do try to charge you, now you're looking at me as an unverified source because I'm not popular. I don't got 300,000 followers.
Right.
So this is where we have to just use discernment, especially if we are attempting to jump into things entrepreneurial in nature. Is each one teach one. And just like Kid is saying, like I can validate what he's saying 1,000%. Like I've been doing all types of shit for over a decade, and everything is pay to play. Motherfucker will sell you your last name if you sound like you unsure on how to spell it.
Type shit.
Like you pay for what you don't know. And it's a whole bunch of middlemen with no talent who whole entire existence is regurgitating and packaging other people's fucking intellectual property
Miss
and
Moore's bad.
selling it to you.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, they told us that anyone that ever went to school for business, even if you took it like the very base level, like an introductory course, because you went for management or whatever, you know that there's no new thing. You know, no one's reinventing the wheel. All they're doing is putting their logo on it. And when we had that discussion, I was like, wait, what? And I was the first, because I'm a talker. You know, if y'all can't tell yet. I was the first one to be like, Professor, what do you mean? I'm like, yeah, of course there's new shit. And he's like, all right, name what's been new in the past few years. And then he like anything that I was gonna name, like he was like, besides the iPod and this was 2013, September, in my first semester, business classes. So like I'm inquisitive. I'm fresh out of prison. I'm inquisitive. I got questions. I really do. Because I already studied this shit in prison. So I want to see like am I about to learn anything new? And I kind of knew, but at the same time, I thought there were new things until he really showed me in real time that every one of these big companies, every one of these small companies, all these cereal brands, like he already had the slideshow ready because like obviously this is his course. He was waiting for someone to take the bait, and my dumb ass doing such the bait. He was like, "I was waiting for you, little nigga. Like, let's go." So he showed me like it's very rare if you do create something new, you're guaranteed the biggest of big money payouts as long as you have half a brain. You know, you get your little paperwork done the right way before you present the idea. If it's something that you know is new, you get a patent if you need to. And, you know, it's registered. You own the intellectual property, and then you get bought out by someone big like Amazon or an Elon Musk, and all of a sudden you went from being I had $1,000 negative in my bank account to yo, I have 2 billion. Literally,
Mm.
if you have something new, yeah, you'll probably get like 2 billion on a buyout because
Well,
it's new.
and
And if
that's
it's of
the that
use, if it's of use and new, it can be new and have no value. And it's like, eh. But if it's new and of use, then yeah, you got it. But if you look at everything else, it's just being repackaged and repurposed. You look at toilet paper, you look at cereal, you look at snacks, you look at rice, you look at everything. And if you even look at food brands, you only have like 5 major companies that's putting it all out, and every other small company you think is a different company is all trickery because it's part of marketing to give you the illusion of choice. And if you think I'm lying, go spend 10 minutes on Google, maybe less.
you
Say hyperbole, these are facts.
you know what the craziest part about that statement
Yeah.
is even when you do come up with some innovative shit, the way I'm pretty sure there's a term for it and it escapes me, but the way the human condition is made is someone else or some 5 other people somewhere else is going to come up with that same thought at the same time.
At the same time, then the question becomes who's going to act on it? And is
Who's
anyone going
going
to act on
to
it?
do it
Or is it just
first?
going to
They
go
might.
back into the ether until someone grabs it a year later from now?
That
And then
part.
who's going to act on it then? Or is it just
That
going to sit
part.
on a piece of paper now in a sketchbook until someone really grabs it again from the ether a year later? Like, we don't know how many times an idea. I'll put it to you like this. How many of y'all have seen a commercial from the 90s or the 2000s? Because that's really when we all were watching commercials. Because now it's not like you don't watch commercials unless you want to.
Unless
Like,
you
what
go
the
to
fuck?
unless you go to my account. Unless you go to my account, you can watch you can watch commercials.
But
Commercial universe.
they had commercials that were literally they were showing us shit that was telling us where we were supposed to go, what we were supposed to buy, how we were supposed to think, what we were supposed to feel, and that's what we based our reality off of. It was the TV shows, what we saw in the TV shows, and then the commercials to reinforce it because all these companies own not only the parent companies that made the TV shows, but the same companies that shot the commercials, than the same companies they had stakes and investments in that made the merchandise that was being used on the TV shows and being sold to you on the commercials. So when I
Yep.
realized how wicked it was like, again, it's why I always use a very simple modality of thinking to make this very clear to people. You're either a consumer or producer. And those are your two circles. Yes, they're going to
No
overlap
es
at
nada
one point.
más.
If you can get them to overlap, then good for you. That means that financially, your life should be pretty simple going through it because you recognize that if I produce enough, that I won't have to actually spend my own money in certain avenues and venues because I'm producing enough, and it's a fucking wicked job. So you are earning your money. It's not like you're earning your keep. Trust me. If you're overproducing, you're going to get underpaid before you get overpaid. You'll never actually get overpaid. By the time people think you're getting overpaid, they have no idea how much you've most likely been pimped out
That part.
consciously and
You
unconsciously to get to the position you're in for people to be like, oh, he's a millionaire
if
now? Did he really
you if
deserve
you
a million?
if at the
You
time you're
only
at
do.
the time you're getting overpaid, a board decided what your
Right.
salary was.
Right. You done already like let go of like intellectual property and stake, and you done things that you felt compromised in, but now
Right.
you living the life you really want because you got there and it was a fucking process. Process that people will never know until they take that step for themselves to go down that road. It's the road less traveled. It's the reason why it's easier for people to imagine and surmise what it's like for people to be celebrities and rich and famous than to actually be because they haven't had the experience. That's why I'm very happy with social media for the regard that for every person that gets their 15 minutes of fame, they get a brief glimpse into what it's like and then they can decide in real time, oh, am I really built for
That
this? Because when you step
part.
out the house and all of a sudden strangers who you've never met before run down on you, eyes all open and wide, mad close to your face, and you're like, and you're on guard. You might have your family with you,
Right,
might have
like
your friends with you,
what?
you might be alone, your girl might be with you, it might be a you don't know. They know your name, they're saying your name. Like everybody don't fucking really want that shit. Be
Bro, I
prepared for
wouldn't
that
wish
shit.
fame
Shit is
on
dumb, bro.
nobody, bro. I wouldn't wish fame on nobody. It's
It's a
like
conscious decision you better fucking make before you really chase that shit. That's why, like, I ain't mad at social media for that because everybody got the opportunity now to get their 15 minutes of fame and see, like, ooh, am I really built for this shit?
man, I forget the
Look at the hot
homie's
tall
name,
girl. Look at the hot tall girl. You know how many niggas is bringing her around just to see if she about to gobble it?
bruh.
You went ultra. You
She
went
did that to
globally
herself.
viral for saying you got a huck tall spit on that thing. Shorty, you think we don't know what the fuck those words mean? You fucking infidel. You fucking cretin. And I'm not mad. I'm not saying these things disparagingly because I pray she gets all the money. I pray she has a good team around her. She gets good people around her and they monetize the dog shit out of her little moment because god damn it, that's a viral moment to the point that Joe Rogan was talking about it immediately. Joe Rogan was the whole so like we're so interconnected now. Like I want y'all to really think about it. 20 years ago, the industry was so gatekept. We could all just watch, dream, and imagine what it would be like if people knew us walking down the street. In 2024, any of you can have that moment. I've already had it. This is how I know. This is how I know it's true
Facts.
because I'm not the big. Here's how sick it is. I'm not the biggest creator on any platform. I'm not even in the top 100 yet. My numbers is too low. So even if y'all know me from videos, I got hundreds of millions of views, and it's been here on these big accounts. It don't matter. I'm still climbing my ranks. Let that sink in. I've already had the moment where walking in different states, strangers know me. What the fuck are you talking about? That's
Can
that's
I
strange. I'm in gas
can,
stations and gas station attendants is like, yo, bro, do you play sports?
you look
I'm like,
you look
no,
you
nigga.
look
I'm like, yo,
familiar.
back the fuck, nigga. What are you
You look
doing?
familiar.
Do it.
I know you from somewhere.
Like leaning in. I'm like, what is this nigga doing? You about to
I
fall
know
over
I
the
know you
counter,
from
nigga. You
somewhere.
not. I'm like, no, nigga. He's like, he stopped. He's trying to think. He's trying to put. You see, he's computing shit in his
Bruh.
head. Like, is this the op? And I'm like, nigga, my first thing in my mind say, yo, bro, I just moved here from New York. I don't know nobody out here. So now you can get off your mind. I'm not the ops. I'm in the gas station in the middle of the night. You a tatted up dreadhead, nigga. He's like, what you do? I like, I do content, nigga. I said, I do music, I do content, I act. He's like, oh, you one of them online niggas? I'm like, maybe. He's like, you be. I was like, baby, what are you talking about? Can I just get my shit and go? I'm trying to go smoke this. Can I just get my shit, get the fuck up out of here? Can I just get my shit and leave, please, nigga? The fuck?
Bro, I gotta tell you a little story, bro.
Go ahead.
So I used to do club promotions in Washington, D.C. At the biggest club in the United States at the time. 4 stories, held like 3,000 people. I
Mhm.
did every celebrity you can imagine during that time, like Rick Ross, Erica Badu, Maya, shit, Black Caucus events, all types of shit, right? Uh, I done been on TV. Uh, I've worked music videos. I've been to Six Flags and hung out with Jason Ritter, like riding roller coasters around with Jason Ritter and seeing the fandom that he experienced and how awkward it was for him.
So
Like,
the turn.
uh, bruh. So I'm not even a celebrity, a public figure, or none of that. But just because I've been out in the public space and people have got to see my face in an elevated position, I am identifiable. Like that going to different state shit is real,
It's
bro. Like
weird.
I've been to New York and walked right into clubs and motherfuckers be like, "Oh, you that dude from DC, right?" And I'm like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like, bruh, that fucking stranger shit running up on you, like motherfuckers really be like, "Yo, I know you, bro. I know you from somewhere." Like, and they want you to explain it. Like, explain to me how we have this connection. I'd be like, I don't know, bro. Like, I was on TV. I don't know. Maybe you went to the club. I don't know. I travel a lot. I make content. I don't know. But it's definitely a very eye-opening experience when you put yourself out online. And like you said, you have to really be built for it because it's instantaneous, bro. And if you want privacy, like this ain't that.
Oh, you can have privacy to some degree because there's a lot of my life that I didn't share with the online community. As far as there's so much that I did, I will happily say there's so much that I did not because in real time everything is not for everyone. And whereas I will use certain aspects and parts of my life because they're chapters that have come to what I will consider to be conclusion. And I have moved on and forward in life so that I can write and create and curate and craft new chapters. So I can only use those chapters now as reference points for self and for others, specifically and especially based on the position that I chose and was blessed enough to be put in with a growing platform,
Mhm.
an active growing platform with an active audience.
I mean, privacy and
Part
in
of you
regards
likes it, a
to,
part of you hates it. No, for me, I won't ever pretend none of me hates it, and I'll never say that not any of me hates it. And the reason I never say any of me hates it is because I haven't even seen my pinnacle. I haven't seen
Mhm.
my heights. I don't know what it's gonna seem like, be like, or feel like. So I, in no way, shape, or form, want to make the universe feel that I'm not prepared, grateful, and or ready for that version of self to be manifested in real time. So none of me hates those moments. I just am hyper aware of how odd they are, and that's what I speak to for anyone that's entering into social media. They want to go into the arts. They want to go into acting. They want to go into anything that puts a spotlight on them. I only speak from that point because I've had very small moments. And for those small moments to have had such gravitas, it makes me really observe in real time, like how wild it will be to have the bigger moments because that's what I'm already on track to. So for me as a coach, it's more, so I could be of value and service to not only my peers, but those that are on the way up behind me doing what I do, who are gonna break barriers that I haven't even thought about yet. If they have the information because I deliver it in a way that's consume, they can consume it, then I did my job. Because again, I'm not here to gatekeep, so I let people know like you should mentally prepare for it. It's odd, it's strange. I don't hate it, but it's odd and it's strange to have a
Yeah.
stranger behind a counter hold up a fucking line and you sitting here like, nigga, should I put out my camera? Are we about to start making content? Like, what the fuck going on? Because maybe this is a viral moment for me and I'm not even thinking about it because you holding up the whole fucking line right now, daddy. Oh, this looking real fucking weird right now, nigga. I just want to get my shit the fuck up out of here. We talking about all types of shit. We playing an imagination game. You want me to dig in your mind and let you know where you know me? I don't know, nigga. I don't
Yeah.
know. It helps
And I was talking about
now
like,
though. This is what I love when people quote me. This is what changed the game for me. Like when people
mhm,
quote me, when they take like certain posts and they like, yo, I have this saved on my phone. I watch it 5 times a day.
that's
That
real.
was the shit that fucked me up. It was those moments that again, never hate. I have nothing but great. I'm so grateful to be able to experience so I can share it with y'all and tell people like it's weird. Because again, these are during moments where I'm fucked up. I'm not doing
Yeah.
well. So this is why I say like people that wanted to experience what it was like to be a celebrity, we didn't realize what type of Pandora's box we was opening up with social media. Because we'll have moments that are celebrity like fame, like you get 100 million views, 200 million views, 300 million, a billion views across all platforms. That's a lot. If you just think about promotion and marketing and how things used to be and how again like they controlled everything we saw at one point. That's a lot. There's a lot of
From
exposure for a regular person who don't have no money, don't can't hire security.
That's
So
a
it's like,
long way away from handing out flyers outside a club.
yo, straight up, man. And Phil, I
That's
don't want you to think that I'm ignoring you. I'm trying to let you up in the chat, but my lives do be acting funky sometimes. I don't know if it's y'all accounts where y'all coming in from, but it's not letting me I'm trying to pull you into the chat and it's not letting you in.
I was gonna say that's what I was talking about privacy, like people
Low Phelps, what up?
not accounting for motherfuckers like digging into your shit or trying to find out shit about you. That's what I mean about privacy. Regardless of whether we are affected or not, like there are people who can't handle that. And
Yeah,
like I put this ninja emoji shit on here as for like for comedy. It's irony. Like my real name and phone number is on my account.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So I already know what it is. Is it's a bubble, but it's not. It's see through. It's transparent. So you can create just like you were saying earlier. You can curtail and uh, create your own social media experience. But at some point, if what you have curated is big enough to be visible from everybody else, like everybody's looking at you and what you've curated, it's transparent.
yeah. People are weird. That's a fact.
Super weird, bro. The weirdest of weird. The weirdest of weird. Like I said, I'm just now starting to experience what this whole viral shit is on social media. And I already knew I wasn't gonna like it, which is reason like the question uh Pancho Hawkins says that after having the experience of fame, do y'all consciously avoid approaching people you recognize in public? I'm gonna say yes and no. Like consciously, yes. Like I'm not fucking with you. I'm not gonna bother you. I already know you don't want to be bothered. But then there's another instance where equally yoked energies recognize each other. So there might be celebrities that I've been around, and we might make eye contact and just give like a head nod, and that's it. Keep it moving. But then yeah, there's other times where I'm conscientiously like, yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not messing with you, and they don't want that problem either.
Yeah. I would say personally, I've had moments of great exposure. I don't want to call it fame yet because I've done security for people that we consider to be truly famous, like Cardi B, uh, T Grizzly, like people where if you go and mention the names in different countries where they don't speak English, they'll start nodding like this because the only
That
thing
part.
they understood was when you said that artist's name. That that's fame for
That
me.
part.
For someone that studied it, I have an understanding of it. I know what I'm working towards. So I've had moments of great exposure. I've been on BET. I'm recognizable in many places. This is why I wouldn't consider it fame. I'm recognizable to the point that, and I can go to a different state and maybe a random gas station attendant will be like, "Where do I know you from? I think I know you." That's that's exposure. Fame
Mm.
is when I walk in that motherfucking gas station and before this motherfucker speak, he already in his phone, letting like 12 of his homies know I'm at the gas station.
Right,
Then if he has a second phone, he's already live streaming off that motherfucker. Then he's gonna start taking video off of this motherfucker while he live streaming because I'm famous. Which means
right.
that by default, if people could get access to me or content with me, there's a chance that they might get some of that runoff fame, and that might help to boost their status or give them a moment. So just to give y'all, for me, I'm not saying y'all have to look at it the same way. I'm just letting y'all know that if I ever reference fame and famous people that I've worked with, that's the type of people I'm talking about. Like people that like they're recognizable by name in other languages. It's not really safe for them to be to
That part.
always be out alone.
That
They
part.
gotta have people with them. Like
Bro,
fame. Like
you know
that's
the
not
weirdest
that's
shit? I did Ace Hood and Lil Wayne video, and like the rule of thumb is nobody's supposed to look Lil Wayne in the eye.
That's because that nigga is 5 foot fucking one. And he don't want people looking down on him because he's on drugs and he's gonna feel intimidated. It's gonna fuck up his fake. All right, let me stop. Let me stop. Let me stop all this. I
Hey,
like Lil
bro,
Wayne as a rapper. No,
you,
that's me on some like observing the psychological dynamic. But let me stop because
yeah,
this is gonna sound like mad Wayne hate, and I actually like that goblin ass nigga. Even though he does look like he escaped out of some type of a horror movie, and we just couldn't get him back on the pages of Steven Spielberg presents Creatures of Louisiana or whatever the fuck, New Orleans, whatever the fuck you from.
I mean, to me, it just looked like he was in his zone, didn't
Bro,
want to be, yeah, whatever, bro. Hey, I don't know.
I'm
Uh,
not judging. I'm not
I
judging.
don't know. I don't know. All I know is the man looked
No,
focused.
I love
He was in his own
Lil
world.
Wayne. I ain't even gonna lie. That's the OG, triple OG. Like that nigga changed the game up. Like the la 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 yeah, la la lollipop. That nigga changed the game.
Yeah, he
We
did.
gonna
Yeah,
lie.
he did.
J. Cole rides his bike with no security. That's because J. Cole the type of nigga to get into a
Bruh,
beef and then go on national television and be like, "My bad, dog. I apologize. I shouldn't have did it." Who the
bro,
fuck you
that's
get security for? Who the
that
fuck's running down on J. Cole?
that legit
He's in a white
sound
t-shirt
like
and gray sweatpants.
bro, that legit sound like it should be on a t-shirt, bro.
Oh shit, but J. Cole not small. No, I'm not. And again, like this ain't no J. Cole. I don't want people to feel like the way I speak is like this. I'm from New York, man. It's just how niggas like talk, man. If you can't take a fucking joke,
Can
you a
I
fucking bitch. You you's
I
a bitch ass nigga.
I, I need a
Like
consultation,
yeah,
bro.
go
I
ahead.
need a consultation real quick.
Talk to
Can
me.
I legally put that on a t-shirt?
What? What?
J. Cole rides his bike with no security. Can I put that on a t-shirt and
Hell
sell
yeah,
it on my shop?
it's a statement. It's a statement. Yeah, hell
All
yeah,
right.
hell yeah.
Okay.
Anyone who can make a number one hit with the alphabet, you can't say shit to him. Nah, that's a fact. Listen, that's a fact.
Uh,
Designing that
uh,
shit right
hold
now.
up,
Pancho
bruh.
Hawkins. Oh,
Oh, yeah, all right, bruh.
shit.
You already know I'm swift.
Your audio went out right after Swift. I was waiting to see if it came back in. I still can't hear you. Your audio's still out after Swift.
Oh damn, I accidentally hit mute. My bad.
I fig
I
I
said
figured I was waiting to see.
I said I'm swift with it. I'll have it done 10 minutes after we finish this live.
That's a finag.
Boom, bing. On some fly shit.
And then instead of having like the little silhouette image of the kid riding a bike with ET, it'd be the silhouette image of J. Cole riding a bike because he got the dreads, like the mad recognizable dreads.
For
And
sure.
that image he can't say nothing about because it's not a picture of his face.
Ooh, man. Now you challenging my artistic integrity, bro.
I'm just saying. That's the easy ones. There's so many
Ooh,
pictures
that's
of
a
them. You just
layup.
take a little cutout, Pro
Hey,
Tools that motherfucker, black it
say
out.
less, bro. Say less.
It'd be like the Jumpman symbol almost. I'm just saying. J. Cole rides his
Like,
bike with no
man,
security.
you don't even know how much I be holding back when it come to design just because of that artistic integrity bullshit, bro.
I mean,
Like, you
that's when
know,
it's all about the, as they teach us in business school, that's when it's all about the workaround, because almost everything has a workaround on it on paper. You just got to be willing to read to look for it. Like
facts.
every aspect of our society that has a sector that had to be like pre-designed and designated, they got like a
Mhm.
set and subset of rules, and there's always a way to work around something within it. And the people that take the time to read always go the farthest, the fastest, and stay there the longest because they're threats. Because all they're doing is being like, oh yeah, no, yeah, I heard everything you said, John. But if you go to page 974 and you look at subsection C, paragraph 9, letter 5, you'll notice
Right,
that there's a part here that says that I actually can take $10,000 from the treasury and do what I want
right,
because da, 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 da. And all of a sudden everybody's sitting there with the stank face like, bitch, you never read that? I didn't read shit. Who read the book? Who's
right,
this nigga? Why do you read the book? Nobody reads the book. It's like terms and
right.
conditions. It's like people be mad at terms of service with a fucking app. It's like, nigga, you ain't read it. They gave you an option. They even told you you should read this. They even
Click.
made it so that you couldn't use the bitch until you hit the button that said, yes, I thoroughly read it and I understand it and accept the terms and conditions. Shut the fuck up. Shut
Yeah, nah, bro.
up.
They let me know, whoever they are, they let me know early that, yeah, no, you're not using no commercial shit. Uh, so I stay away from it. Like I just try to, be as authentic and innovative as possible, just so
That's why
nobody
I gave you
can
the
say
silhouette. That's why I gave you the silhouette alley oop, because
I,
nobody
I
can
I
say nothing
appreciate it.
about it.
This is
Nobody can say
recorded.
nothing about it.
This is recorded.
It's a it's
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 already
it's it's
done.
it's a blacked out silhouette, and the
Say
reality of it
less.
is, it's in the eye of the beholder. It's like an ink splotch test.
Say
Oh, you telling
less,
me you see J. Cole on a bike? That's amazing. I saw
bro.
caterpillars on a tree waiting to become
Say less,
butterflies.
bro.
The fuck you
Say
think?
less. Hey, I gotta
Visual
for anybody
semantics?
who's interested, I have a album of beats entitled Abstract Black.
I'm giving y'all alley oops today. In case y'all didn't notice, like I told y'all, I'll say it again. Whenever I take hiatuses, when I come back, like I'm like a machine. Like I'm just here. I'm like that. I'm like that AI shot
Oh
machine where it just
shit.
goes around the 3 point line and it just always hits the 3 point shot no matter what. Like it's just because, like at this moment, it's because I took the time to get my programming right. That's why I tell people take the time you need for you to invest in you. If you're here to create value and be of service, then you actually have to have value and service in you. You have to be, doing it in real time so that it's presentable. Y'all can't package something that isn't tangible. It's that real. And people might be like, what do you mean if it's a service and we getting it through, a verbal conversation, then what's the tangible? The tangible is that you were able to put it on paper. How
That
you're here
part.
to provide a service, why people should spend money with you, what makes you different from your contemporaries, and then from there, somebody like me is going to help you make a cute little package, put some artwork on it, and we're going to create a little digital rollout plan. And if you're not a really creative person, then we're going to show you all the different AI tools that you can use to help you create content based on what it is that you do. And then we show you what budgets you'll need to use those AI tools to be able to pump out content at your will whenever you want. There's no excuses in 2024. You either want it or you don't. It's very simple. You want it
Facts.
as bad as you breathe, or you don't. And it's cool if you don't. That's the beauty of it. Just don't run around here with animosity and a heart full of animus because you don't want to accept the fact that you just weren't willing to do certain levels of work. And the work is very simple. It's usually like reading, strategizing, writing things down, creating a plan of action, a timeline, and then sticking to it so that you can get results that are tangible to you and what you say you want. A lot of
That's
us
not.
maybe weren't taught how to do it. No fault to you. You have people like me and 1,000 others or a million others giving this information away for a price, for free, and anywhere in between. So again, There's YouTube. There's exactly what's happening right here. But what there's not is excuses. You want it or you don't.
So that sounds like formulas, bro.
Yo, man, look, listen, as I was saying to Sheik earlier, I don't know if she's still here. She was here earlier last time on the check-in. If she isn't, make sure y'all following Real Talk Sheik. If she still is, I love your soul, Sheik. I appreciate you always. But it's all about creating a system. And she asked me, like, what's an example of a system? And I gave her one. It's like this long-form content right here. I take this long-form video because I can. It's my content. And then I get a clipper. If I don't want to be the clipper, I get a clipper. What's the clipper's job? The clipper knows what viral clips look like. They be online just as much as me. And if Real Talk Sheik's still in the building, make sure y'all following Real Talk Sheik right there in the comments. Real Talk Sheik too. But the reality would be, and I'm giving the same example because a lot of us do long form content and then don't realize that we got gems in there that can make us some money. We're not doing nothing with it. You take your long form content and then you let your clipper, who you might have gave whatever y'all determined price y'all agree upon is, they go through it, they time stamp it, they get the clips, they throw the little what's it called? The subtitles on top of it, and then you have your content for the next week, 2 weeks, possible month, depending on how much content came out of that one long form video. That's a system. You then create your release schedule, what platforms you're releasing to, when, where, why, and how. System. Once the system's in play, you start getting information back on it. What works, what doesn't. Am I making money? How much money? Can I afford to keep the clipper on? Can I pull another clipper? If you pull another clipper, now you're getting double the output. Why would you do that before you start doing anything with your money? Because your goal is to get to the point that your system can be duplicated and you can just have people run your shit. And then you can have other companies come to you. And when they say, oh my God, how did you do what you did? You'd be like, well, I could try to explain it to you. But
Here's the process.
we offer a service and it'll be so easy for you to sell it because you already have people hired. You already have a system that you know works and it's duplicatable. You can duplicate it. So again, this isn't, so I didn't break the bank here. I didn't just give you information that, oh my God, no one knows this. Who is this guy? Like but this clip right here could go viral. You know why? Because a lot of people haven't heard it yet and they haven't heard it from me.
That part.
So this right here is a viral clip because it's information on how to create viral clips. And guess what everybody on the internet is trying to do when they post? Make viral clips.
And the best viral content comes from authentic conversations that are
Capture it.
intentionally captured to build. And this is where I understood the importance of entering into the fray as a consultant when people started taking notes from things that I was saying unscripted.
Hmm.
So if you are ever in a place to where
I just followed
you are,
you.
if you are ever in a place where you feel someone is trying to extract value from you, you have a choice to either give it freely as a service or to charge for it. But just know at the moment when that other party starts taking notes, there is a service being provided. And I wanted to say to Real Talk Chic, I would like to have a conversation with you, young lady. I like the decorum in which you operate with now. Uh, I've met I've met her a couple years ago and had some exchanges with her. I don't know if she remembers. It wasn't on Instagram though. I can definitely see a lot of growth in her media presentation.
Yeah,
Like it.
yeah. Real talk. That's family right there. She has grown as a content creator in the short time that I've been blessed to be in her atmosphere and in her circumference. I've seen growth. I've seen um, presentation. I've seen her find her niche, her lane, her voice, and then I would say a system of delivery that I can see having the potential to reach the target audience and then some, if we're being honest.
Well, I can clearly see that that's how I met you is through her.
Yeah,
So no, I didn't meet you. I didn't meet you in person, but as I told Kid before, like I've been doing media campaigns for
social
this
media.
brand on different platforms, and I've had a multitude of conversations with you on fan base as Real Talk Lala.
Yeah, yeah, I met that as real talk. Wow.
And from there, I followed you on Instagram, which is I'm pretty sure I got connected to Kid.
Appreciate y'all 'cause I really don't be knowing. I mean, yeah, no, of course, a lot of us don't know until we have our breakthrough moments, and that usually becomes the affirmation. That's why think tanks are so important. Group dynamic
Yes.
is so important, meaning if you're a content creator, you shouldn't feel isolated and alone. That's the strangest
No.
thing to even say when you have millions of people pursuing the same exact thing at the same exact time. So just like being in high school, college, you find the people that you vibe with because 9 times out of 10, you just haven't taken the time to find your tribe yet. And when you find your people, then all of a sudden it gets easier, just like at college when you're an artist and you're an actor and you meet all the other actors and you don't feel like a weirdo no more because now all of a sudden you're surrounded by 60 other actors. Now you run around the school singing, and you're like, I'm so free, no one can stop me. And everyone's like, where's this nigga been? And it's like, well, he wasn't around nobody that he felt comfortable. He couldn't be who he is. You get what I'm saying? So for all of us as content creators, as business owners, the feeling of isolation is great. It is needed, I believe, in its importance because it is where we create grit. And then
Hmm.
where we truly create value for ourselves as individuals. And then once you have that value, then your energy, your frequency, you're going to resonate. That's your tribe. They're going to find you. They're going to see you. They're going to feel your presence. They're going to intrinsically know that there's a value that you being with them and them being with you will provide. Even if I don't know in this exact moment what the value is, I know there's value for us. It's the same reason why till this day, I have open arms for you, Sheik, and I want nothing but the best for you, your brand, your family, your son. Like I want to see you win. I want to see the things we talked about, the conversations that we had in person that I remember vividly. I want to see that come to fruition. And I know that the reality is that, God sets the timeline. We walk on the path. And we as man endowed with the spark of God, will think we are planning, but in real time, we're just taking the information that's relayed and we're doing our best to try to siphon through it and make sense of what can't be made sense of. Things seeming random. Why are these things happening? Blah, 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 blah. Everything happens as it's meant to create the version of us that is needed in each and every circumstance and situation.
Can I answer the bro's question here? Pancho Hawkins asked.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Which one? Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
He said, "Can you speak on how a person who has never considered content creation can start?" Yes, I can speak on it, and also I will challenge you, sir, if that is what you are into doing and seeking.
Appreciate you so much, man.
At 25 Thrive is the it's the whole reason why I'm online. It's a documentary miniseries for melanated men to be able to express how they view themselves as a success. So just as Kid was explaining, like I have a YouTube channel that is not monetized because I'm on there saying whatever the fuck I want to say. But in the hour-long conversations that I'm having, there are clippable moments. So I positioned everything that I'm doing so that individuals like yourself can take my content and repurpose it and create your own monetized channel just based off of the things that I'm saying that you might think are noteworthy or clippable material based on the audience that you know exists. Because this is one thing that I'm always saying that is alignment. What Kid was talking about is group dynamics, and group dynamics is important in the aspects of understanding that every person in the group occupies a different vantage point, but you can share perspectives, and that's just through communication and will. So it's about intent and, asking questions that have a want and desire to have a follow-up action behind them. So that's how you start, is just by doing and really not you taking the perfectionism out of it, honestly, and looking at it as an experiment. Because at the end of the day, when you start creating content, you're going to shift from that producer or from that consumer to producer once you start to see analytics. Because now you got tangible metrics for the time and energy that you're investing on these apps. Full stop.
That's a fact. The greatest nigga alive. Yeah, I just made a beat that sounds like a horror film listening to y'all sensei. Let me see what's going on around here.
Right. Oh, damn. I don't even know how I feel about that.
Nah, nah. That might be it's just in pocket. Like it's just in pocket.
Are, are, are we the boogeyman? Let's boogie, man. Oh, I got some
Nah, I
bounce.
ain't gonna lie to you, yo, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna lie. Now this, if this ends up being like your signature, I hope this moment ends up being like a moment. Like you get your little feature. And when I say little feature, I mean like a big name artist catches your beat, decides to jump on it, go crazy, the shit goes dumb, and then niggas know you because your shit just janks off in the first like split second. Think you hooking them in the first split, like snap of them, like soon as you hit play, like the first note, and like doop, like oh, like niggas is gonna know, son. And I'm calling it right now, nigga. Stay up, yo, bro. If you keep making shit like this, bro. All right, let me let a little bit more to be played. I'm acting like a fucking little, I'm acting like a fan right now, and I am. I don't fan out often, but for beats, I be like a junkie for some good beats. Hey, nah, that shit took a nigga to chest. Shut the fuck up, hold up. Oh, this nigga. Oh, stop, bro. Hold up. I'm mad you hit the chord though. You hit the org like, bro. Y'all don't even understand. This nigga just took us to church early. Nigga hit the chord off the rip. He ain't even let .001 pass. He hit the chord. He said, I said, oh shit. All right, come on, take off. All right, buckle up, y'all. Buckle up. I ain't gonna lie, bro. We might have to do an EP. Like me, yeah, yo, bro. We might have to put out a project, just me and you, real quick. I work fast. I got a lot of pain in me, nigga. I write well. I write well, I promise. Oh, this nigga got bops. This shit sound like a whole movie score. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, that's wicked. That's wicked. Ooh, that shit right there. That shit right there. That shit called crack, nigga. That shit called audio crack. Stop playing. Nah, bro, you in your bag. I don't know. I get ice cream truck with horror behind it. I take that, man. I'll be the horror motherfucking ice cream truck. That shit is wicked. I do a whole vid. I sent to yeah. Nah, I'm about to tap it. It's just I got it right in front of me right now. I'm not even gonna stay here and lie. I already got it up on the screen. See, again, I gotta give you credit because like the way you open the beats, it's like you don't even give me a chance to be like, nah, I ain't gonna listen to no more. Like I'm forced to wanna listen to more off of your like intro note because you're starting on a high note, but it's dropping in. It's almost like I started at the top of the roller coaster in my seat, buckled up, open my eyes, and we dropping. And that's an amazing way to build and start any fucking beat because you're not giving me a chance to be like, I'm not finna see what this is about. Like, I gotta see what this is about. Off rip. I can't do the insta skip. That's crazy. I'm an insta skip fiend, bro. Like, I love insta skip. I'm like, no,
Hey,
no,
bro,
no, no.
already. Nah, bro, he already on it, bro. Like that's what it is, bro. So, man, all right, you need, bro. I need you to teach me how to do that, bro. Like,
The
I need you to
dropping?
teach me. No, I need him to teach me how to tune my beat to 432. I know,
Oh.
I know it's 1.8, like negative 1.8, like if you're
Mhm.
doing it on a record. Um,
It depends on what you're using. Are you setting it through Logic? Are you setting it through Pro Tools? Are you setting it through GarageBand? But Swaggertron
bro,
said he got you, so I ain't even got to worry about it. We already connecting the dots, so
I got,
it's already in the stars. It's happening.
bro,
Yeah, he said he got you. It's already lit.
I got a beat right now, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. Not not on no competition type shit, but like this shit get me
Man, it's
hype,
all
bro.
love, man. Any
This
competition
shit
we
get
got
me
to
hype.
sharpen our swords for each other, man. Shit,
Like
competition breeds greatness.
I wanna
Shit.
I wanna send you my track, bro. I just finished one last week, bro, and like I'm
Logic Pro. Yo, I went to school for Logic. That's what I learned when I was in college. When they was see when I was learning that audio engineering shit, it was through Logic.
I used to use GarageBand, which is similar to Logic. I've used Logic once. I've used Pro Tools a lot, but mainly for movie scoring.
Yeah,
Um, but for beats, I use BeatLab.
copy. I was producing on Reason and I was recording in Logic. And then when I
Uh,
started going into the main studios, the bigger studios, everyone's using Pro Tools because it's all kind of streamlined. So once you get in like the certain rooms and shit, you realize there's like industry standard, and then you're like, oh, okay, whatever. I get
and
it.
you know what, bro? That's my bad. That's my bad. And that's my fault too, Swaggertron, because I was supposed to been tapping in with bro like a while ago.
I mean, I can't say nothing. I literally just started following, bro.
Nah, that's the homie, bro. That's fam, bro. That's build over debate, fam.
Shit. Well, I'm tapped in. I ain't know son was on his fucking
Oh
nigga.
no, bro. He
You out here putting shit together like a mix of fucking Dilla and Alchemist. Like
bro.
that
I ain't
shit's
even, bro. You don't even know, bro. Like I ain't even know about the music shit till today. But bro, dude is
bro.
on some,
That
nah,
shit
bro.
different. Y'all gotta
Kid,
get back to it.
kid,
Glad I got to chop it up with you. I appreciate you. Yeah,
like I ain't
yeah.
outside of the music. Homie is a multimedia juggernaut, bro. Like he ain't just on this music shit, bro. Like he out here, bro.
We
Like
got we got we
Swagger,
got we got we got to do some shit.
Swaggertrons is that guy, bro.
We got a Voltron together then.
Hey,
Commercial. What was your name on
already
Fanbase?
commercial
Azar King 3.
universe.
Welcome in.
My name was Commercial Universe Boutique, Rumbling Thunder, just as it is here.
Oh
I,
shit.
I just didn't, you didn't have my lovely face. You just had my
The
voice
voice.
over there causing chaos in the fan base streets, challenging
It's
dissonance. I used
so
to,
crazy. It's raining out there like a motherfucker. I'm gonna go to the gym later. It's raining like a motherfucker out here. This rain's been crazy out here, Midwest. I ain't gonna lie.
hmm.
It's cool though.
Yeah, I used to have rooms on there like I was dissonant shattering. A couple of the topics was if I was white, you'd be listening to everything I say.
Mm.
Um I had I was selling crypto landing pages, trying to sell crypto landing pages on Fanbase. I have all my merch on Fanbase. Really, I was testing it out, and I ain't really vibe with it. It was too much of a lynch mob mentality. I had to get up out of there.
Facts. Ghetto Glory said, two great minds. Salute, salute,
What up,
salute,
though,
salute,
homie?
G. Peace, light, love. What's the vibe, Trybe? You already fucking know. You had to come off of there. Females on there. Some weird hater itch. Crazy. I mean, you
Yeah,
know, let me let me highlight that just to expound for a second about the hate in general, female and male, because it's irrelevant what who it's coming from. If and when you get into this realm of social media, it could just be a comment on a big post. You're putting yourself up for scrutiny. You're putting yourself up for trolls, haters, deviants to mess with you, right? And another thing, the light attracts all. Meaning, if you're a being of light, and now you're in these public spaces where your light could be seen, people might not even know why they fucking with you because they demons is being rubbed the wrong way by the fact that your presence is now being felt in a certain space that it wasn't before. Okay? For those of you that are in the know or that realm of belief. Either way, if and when you have your big moment of virility, let's say you have an opinion that you decide to share with the world, you're going to get hate. You're going to get disdain. You're going to get negative feedback. I'm going to show you a trick of social media right now. I'm going to show you how to curate your audience with these moments. This is the trick. Against all odds, do your best to not engage with the negative comments. And if you do engage with the negative comments, spin it. Don't be too confrontational. And if you are, make it witty. Make it something where the audience is going to know why they fuck with you. You're reinforcing why they fuck with you. And then guess what your audience is going to do for you? They're going to go to war for you in the comments. They're going to go to bat for you in the comments. And then what do? You engage with all the comments from the people that are giving you the positive reinforcement and encouragement you're looking for. Why? Because now that you're engaging with them, there's a great chance they're going to go hit that follow button if they're not already, building your core audience. But even if you don't, the algorithm is now going to keep showing them more of your content because they took the time to engage with yours. We were talking earlier, Sheik, just to bring it full circle, about building community. That is the secret. If I ever had to write the word secret on anything, because people don't, I guess, like really understand how powerful that aspect of it is, that is a secret that most people don't get. That you can go up faster than ever before just by being very conscious and conscientious of how you respond in the comments and who you respond to in the comments. When? Immediately. If I didn't cover that part, if you have a post that starts to do well and there's engagement, don't waste no fucking time. Those people just gave you a potential key to success. Engage immediately. Make time. The same way you made time to scroll, this is now me talking to everyone. The same way you make time to scroll mindlessly, sit in front of Netflix and let your shows play, let YouTube play for hours. This is your fucking moment. As soon as the post goes off and there's good feedback and negative feedback, this is your moment. Tap in. You just gave the message I've been trying to give for a year in 60 seconds. Let me see if I can let you up in here. I'm trying to get you up in the chat, family. My joint been acting weird, like not letting people in, but I'm hitting the accept button. I'm trying to get you up in here. Yeah, like this is what I do. This is what my consultant, hey, Radio Razim. This is what my consultant business for independent business operators and artists mainly circles around. How to reach your target audience through usage of social media. When people wonder like how I got to the point I got to in such a short amount of time and have maintained consistent growth even when I take months off of posting, it's because I built a community of humans I engage with like humans and give them the time and dignity they deserve because y'all gave me the most important thing ever, an opportunity to have an audience. And people, because we get so caught up in the, oh, but I'm not there yet, so I don't know how to appreciate. No, fuck that. That's one thing I appreciate, that y'all giving me today's modern currency, your time and attention. So how could I not try to respond to every DM? When people come to me with their problems behind the scenes, I'm gonna take the time to respond. When people want some advice, but they might not have the money and they don't want to admit, because we might be men talking to other men, and I don't know you. My first thing out my mouth is gonna be, yeah, nigga, I'm broke, but I need some help. No, nigga, I'm just gonna tell you what's up, and you either gonna be a real nigga, you know what it is, you gonna talk to me like a nigga, or you gonna show me like the rest of these niggas and tell me, yo, hit the link in my bio so I can spend the money that obviously I don't fucking have. But I took a shot trying to talk to you like a man. And that's the difference between me and I'll call them contemporaries.
Yeah.
My contemporaries. I don't have peers. I have contemporaries. I don't have no fucking peers because I'm not playing the game the way they playing it. I'm not.
The whole
I
new
don't
game
milk
you
my. I
created. It's the whole
could
new
have been
game you
tried to
created
milk
for
my
yourself.
audience. I could have been tried to milk my audience. I don't milk my audience. I don't force niggas to spend no fucking bread. I give niggas the same, and I tell niggas all the time. I give y'all the same information when niggas do hire me, that niggas pay me top dollar for. I'm giving it to y'all for free right now in the fucking live. And then I even go as far as to take the fucking video and post it on YouTube. And niggas be like, oh, kid ain't for the people. Shut the fuck up. You ain't for you. You
You
ain't for
ain't.
you.
Say that
I'm
shit
for
again.
y'all. That don't mean that you for you.
Say that shit again.
Shit.
Nigga, you ain't for you.
They
I
might
can contest
be
that.
you.
I can contest to that because I wasn't for me for a long time, and a lot of motherfuckers can't do that. I mean, you can't look at yourself and hold yourself accountable for the spot that
Accountable.
you in. You feel me? Like I could blame a million fucking different things, motherfucker. But nigga, what does that get me tomorrow? Finding
That
one
part.
more thing to blame and finding another thing to blame. The bucket of blame is infinite, nigga. It's only one choice that you got to make that's going to send you in the opposite direction, and that's accountability for your every move that you at. I appreciate you, King.
Right. I
My my
appreciate you.
my mantra has always
Yeah.
been stop fucking up, try harder,
Yeah,
I respect
repeat.
that. I'm gonna take it a step further though, because like I let go of that try shit a long time ago after I did a little training
Di-
program. To
Ditto.
try to fail successfully is what they taught me, because I used to tell them I was trying things when I would not successfully do a training regimen or a routine, or and I would be given a choice. I could stop here because it's my choice, and I keep talking about what I tried to do because I failed successfully, or I could
Facts.
do. And I was told at that moment that the difference between those that make it to the end and those that don't is those that did and those that didn't. And it was that fucking simple. And I was like, this nigga
That part.
playing word games. Then I sat there like a real man with myself after I watched a 54-year-old man smoke me in PT work. And I'm like 19, turning 20, and I'm thinking I'm big shit. I'm big Dick Willie. Ain't no old ass nigga, but I'm smoke my boots and everything. I'm like, you know what? Work it for me. For me.
shut the fuck up.
That part.
These conversations got me making albums. Let's fucking go, Swaggertrons. It's a shot like the head.
Yes, sir.
Listen, best
Yeah, no,
believe
you
this live one of them ones. This one gonna go up on YouTube. This gonna be a long form. I'm gonna have, I was the same thing, and this is why I like this live, because the same thing that I explained to Sheik about taking your long form content and then clipping it to make short form content. I'm gonna take this same video and have it done, and I'm going to use it because I am in that moment of relaunching. I'm in a new space. I'm in a new state. I have more content coming. I'm working with more creators. And this is part of my business venture, that I do have services that I'm giving for free, obviously. And in the same breath, the same service. This is almost like a demo. This is another reason why I will always give it for free, because people don't realize there's some people that will watch this quietly and then maybe watch me for another few months to see if I'm consistent, and then to see if the testimonials start coming in. And then they'll privately message me and be like, man, fuck all that. I ain't finna do all that shit, but I got like 15 racks for you. I want you to manage my shit. Let's work it out. Welcome to the big boy game. This is why I say, like, people don't understand the levels and layers to this shit and the opportunities that's really here for all of us if we decide to tap in.
Facts.
see. I went and turned on my light and put on my suit, bro.
Yeah, respectfully. Listen, presentation is everything. I got I got my motherfucking light on. I'm about to plug my mic in right now just to make sure the audio crispy.
Nigga
Nah,
said, he said,
I'm
he
looking at
said,
my
oh, this
other
going on
mic
YouTube?
too.
That nigga said, click, click.
Yeah. Hold on. Let me hit the bat pole real quick.
Hold on, man.
Like,
And that's too, like,
yeah,
that's an important part too. Um, Jumping right into action, being ready. Shout out to Auntie Gina. I mean, she's out from Brooklyn, but via Arizona, I think. But
yeah.
she like every time you come up, you ready, son. And that's what I appreciate about you. You know what I mean? Always give me the opportunity to spit. She had introduced me to Mary J. Blige's stepdaughter, Brianna. She got like $250,000. You know what I mean? And on that live, somebody hit me in the back channel about doing an interview. And the example that they sent me was an interview of them interviewing Jason Weaver. So I was like, oh, snap, like that. And I even thank Tough for that. Like, I was like, I appreciate you sending me that specific clip because you letting me know the caliber of talent that I am, you know what I mean, by giving me the example of that clip, you know what I mean, and showing what I need to prepare for. So everybody that a frequency and a vibration in that light that you were saying, that positive, like flipping that energy, like, you know what I mean, somebody give you negative energy, find a way to flip it and put some positive in it, even if that person don't respond to you positively type shit. The people in the comments, you going, like you said, them people, them followers, they're going to jump in, engage.
That's a fact.
It is just, you know what I mean, stay true to your message.
That's a fact. You know, that again, like trying to keep it all full circle based on the starting point for today's conversation is community building, and as an individual using social media, finding and attracting and then connecting with your community. These are all parts of it. These are aspects of it. Again, writing session. If you don't got a pen and pad right now, that's on you. If you're not using your phone or your other device to take notes, or you don't feel like nothing is being said, and you say you want to produce content and get paid, and you tired of living the everyday life, and I'm tired of doing everything. I said it before, I say it again. The same shit that you give 8 hours a day to, where people are telling you they getting paid because you giving them their time, I'm telling you, if you posting shit, you could be getting paid too. I ain't selling you no dream.
My biggest views on my YouTube was when I screen recorded. Y'all could be screen recording this conversation right now.
What?
Biggest views on my shit was Van Lathan was talking to Trap Lord Ross.
Yeah.
And they had a brother from Chicago, and there's Trap Lord Ross had the video about King Von being the first rap serial killer or something like that.
But I remember, hold on, Kenzo Vo, I didn't mean to cut you off. Give me a chance and you check me. I am best manufacturer. Please respond. Family, I just want you to know I do see you. I see you. I see you in the comments. I'm not sure who you're talking to. I do check DMs. Most likely, give me a few. I'm just rolling up a little joint right now. I'll be able to see what's what. But yeah, brother, take. I'm not sure who you're talking to, but I just wanted to make sure. He said, please respond, and I didn't want to think he's being ignored. I appreciate the follow from Curtis. Long Kurt, thank you for tapping in. Complicated, what up? Welcome in. And yeah, brother, the floor is yours. I didn't mean to cut you off. My apologies.
No, all good, all good. No, just academics had jumped in that live, and then like he jumped on randomly, and then that sent the engagement to the moon.
Yeah.
So when I had posted that screen record, I mean, that was the most views that I got on that joint, which showed me like everything that you're saying right now. Like I've seen everything work. Yeah, work for, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm about to say what you did was you caught a moment in real time. Yeah. And this is where Clippers become some of the most valuable members of niggas' teams. Please DM me. If you have DM'd me, I will check my DMs. But as far as me DMing anyone first, that's not what I use this app for, just so we're all on the same page. Again, I'm not sure who you're talking to, but I did want you to know that I see you. I am a big fan. Again, I'm not 100% sure who specifically, there's 3 of us on the panel right now. I personally appreciate you. I don't want to speak for all. We appreciate you as a collective. Here it works. Knowing your damage is then applying pressure and knowledge to correct it. Appreciate you and ghetto to glory. Yo, Ocean Rising 9, I appreciate you. Peace, light, love. I saw you earlier in the chat. My apologies if I didn't respond to you. I got caught up in the rapture of the moment.
I can't see the chat either. Don't take it offensive. I can't see the chat.
Right.
It's not
right. Like, just so people know, Instagram do be playing games sometimes as far as like what pops up in the chat, who could see the chat, who could see each other, whose videos available. In case you're, unsure of why some people don't get responses, that's the only answer I can offer right now.
Facts.
True.
Don't get your
only reason I thought he was talking to me is because I'll be getting a lot of people from manufacturers like offering opportunities.
Yeah, I ain't know. I'm not gonna sit here and presume and assume. That's why I kept saying what I was saying, hoping that he would clear it and be like, "Yeah, kid, commercial, glory." Like, but again, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Like, I'm here for the chills, not the thrills. No explanation needed. I appreciate the knowledge, as I appreciate
he
you.
is the best manufacturer. I should hit me in my DM if even if you ain't talking about me.
I had him
talk about me now.
could have been me, but I can't see the comments, and I had a manufacturer in my DM. So that's when you start when it translated to me the type of companies that you was talking about. I was like, wait, that. But then I didn't want to be like, I can't see the comments anyway. So it's just like, you know what?
Yes, brother.
I'll
I
see.
asked you, please DM message. Yeah, see, you said yes, brother. There's three brothers in the panel. I wanna reiterate. I don't want to ever presume and assume. So I'm still not 100% sure which one of us brothers you are specifically, unless you were telling all three of us to DM you. If that's the case, you can say that too. I'm just looking for
All
clarity.
three,
I'm
Right.
trying to be
Ditto.
smooth with it, but
Ditto.
yeah, I mean,
all
it's like you're
three,
not.
Ditto.
I'm
all
giving you
three,
alley oop here. He's
all
definitely
I
a
don't.
foreigner.
all three.
You
I
know,
don't
let me
know.
say something about this as
I don't
well
want to
for
miss
people that be like thinking that
opportunities
that's
for
a bad thing. If
miscommunication.
you are a foreign manufacturer and you are trying, and this again, this is free game. Welcome to the big boy game. You be blessed, and I'd be blessed, and any of us would be blessed as people that at some point should have merchandise for sale because it's a seller's market. If you're here to live a life of leisure for self, then you better have something to give, service and or physical merchandise. So let's say hypothetically that is a foreigner, right? And he's a fan of me, and I'm looking for someone to produce my merch. And now he's giving me the lowest price on production because he's a personal fan of my content from whatever country he's in. And my US dollars is worth more there. And we build a personal relationship behind the scenes. Do you realize that within a year I could be a millionaire? And within a year I could change whoever that person's life is overseas, that their whole family is living a life of luxury because the US dollar holds so much more weight in their country? Let me tell y'all that this is how the big boy game works. I reiterate, welcome to social media 2024. How
Welcome
do
to
you
the
present yourself?
global market.
It's a global market. Are you a liability or an asset? When people come into these chats, do they see people that they might want to behind the scenes do business with just based on the conversation, the observation of how business is being conducted in a public setting? These things matter.
Or are we just
Welcome
some
to the
ninjas
global
talking?
market.
Are we just some
Which
ninjas up here
country are you
talking?
from? I'm in the US. I'm in the United States.
America, fuck yeah.
Sweet
America.
baby Jesus.
Shout out to those mother pushing the envelope as
That's
far as they push.
that's one of the that's one of the most hilarious hip hop tracks of all time to me. I ain't gonna lie.
You are very good, man. I appreciate that. I'm gonna think because I was just monologuing. I'm gonna presume that was for me. So thank you. I think Muhammad Gihad. Muhammad Gihad. Who's Muhammad Gihad? I do have room for one more person on the panel, but it's not letting me bring the three of y'all that were trying to get up in here in.
Definitely. I've been trying to like I've lowered the familiarity of people's handles in my head. So now when I have a certain list of names.
Yeah, Team America. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
I
You just threw me. But yeah, that's the name of the fucking puppet movie where that shit is from. Oh
Uh
yeah. You just triggered mad nostalgia in my brain. Mad fucking nostalgia. Team America. He said America. America! Fuck yeah!
what
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck it was because like my mom was like, "Yeah, I know that shit." I'm
definitely
like, "Why do I know
yeah.
that shit? What the fuck is going on
That
right
shit
now?"
you just
was out of control, bro.
playing with
Nah,
the
that's it is.
floating in it like
I might have to do a live stream and then watch that shit. I might have to do a
That
live stream and watch
that
that
shit was
shit.
out of control,
Everybody,
bro.
we get clapped and we just have a little chill moment.
you talk about the metaphors in that, John.
Yeah, it's
Bruh.
hilarious.
They was doing the most. And like every clip, like it was like no time off for you to process what the fuck you was watching.
Yeah, definitely. That's why I said they push the freedom of speech. They push that freedom thing to a whole nother joint. Like and it's
Through cartoons, nonetheless.
like
No
if because it
chill
was puppet
at all.
because it was puppets and cartoons, they got to push
They
the
got to
line and
get away with it. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's crazy.
bro, that shit was wicked. You are
Bruh.
wealthy. He just said, "Play your cards right." Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Swaggertrons, you nailed it. I ain't, I can't really.
Yep.
I can't present no better of an alley oop or layup to anyone than the one that I just verbally did not even 5 minutes ago.
The,
Dirk,
the thing
the
that
Dirk of
made it,
Muhammad God. Yeah, we gotta
the,
stop. You fucking with my brain right now. Oh shit. I just remember the scene of the puppet throwing up. And the motherfucker shaking mad violently. Yo, I need you to stop. Get out of my brain. This shit is and this is another thing. Look, let me get you another secret, right? And these are secrets. But I call them secrets because people like to like tune in when you say secrets. All of a sudden, they're like, "Oh shit, Sneak's about to." But it's a gem. It's a gem. So if you know that there are pop culture moments like that, that let's say are from 20 years ago, because we live in a wash, rinse, repeat reality, I'm making this as simple as possible. Keep it simple, stupid, as my professor used to say. Kiss, keep it simple, stupid, because I want y'all to really be able to run with this if you want to use it. When these moments happen, like right now, somebody should be making a little side note. Team America, fuck yeah. Why? Go to YouTube, take the clip. How do I make this money for me? What did I say? You don't gotta show your face. Go on to CapCut, free download, add a caption. Now it says how I wake up every morning. And now, what does it say? America, fuck yeah. It's mad
bruh,
short. What happens? It hits the algorithm, it gets replays, people in the comments, boop, boop, boop. Now your numbers is
You
up.
might
Welcome to the game of social
you might
media.
get reached out by Trey Parker and Matt Stone for getting
Listen,
a
I
straight.
got a post on my account right now that SZA done like. That I screenshotted the shit and all of that and posted it to my story just because it made me smile. Because I'm like, SZA don't even know I'm this much closer now to tapping that ass. Like, the fuck is you
whoa,
talking about,
this
nigga?
dude,
Like,
this dude.
nah, let
Not
me
even
talk my shit real quick. This is 6 degrees of separation. It could be a year from now,
It's
nigga.
like,
I have my moment. I'll
oh
be like, yo,
yeah,
SZA. I'll be like, yo, you remember that
oh
Prince? I'll be like, yo, you remember that Prince post where he's talking about I'm not trying to knock a hole in them panties? I said, yeah, that was me. You like that shit, right? I said, I'm trying to
hey,
knock a
look,
hole in the panties.
look,
All
this dude to practice this shit already, bro.
yeah.
fuck it, and I don't give a fuck. Screen record this bitch because I'm prophesizing it, nigga.
Yo,
Me and sister, I'm
That's
letting y'all know.
hilarious.
The fuck is you talking
Hey,
about?
shoot your
All I need
shot,
is
homie.
one night. If I
Shoot
had
your
one
shot.
wish,
did you
fuck is
did
you
you
turning up?
watch
Not the Ray J, bro.
did you watch Billions?
Shoot your shot.
Nah, you know
Billions.
what? I started
Don't
watching
trigger me.
Billions, and
Don't
then my
trigger
brother
me.
Rumbling Thunder ruined that show for me, so I
Don't
stopped it.
trigger me.
And I'll be very honest with you. I don't.
Bro,
If you want to watch the show and you haven't
bro, you
finished,
about to
don't
make
talk
me
about it
oh,
because Rumbling gonna fuck it
I'm
up
about
for
to have to go
you.
take a walk.
So
I'm about to go have to take a walk.
I'm trying to tell you.
if you see if you saw the black prosecutor chick, that's like I'm watching that strictly for the professionalism, everything. And what I came to find out was that was Felicia Rashad and Ahmad Rashad's daughter.
There you go.
So I followed
Quality.
her on Instagram. She started to engage. I told her I was going to write a piece. I'm in poetry. I'm like, I'm going to write a piece for you because your beauty is like just immaculate. It's crazy.
See, bro.
Chocolate.
See, bro.
I got her on my page.
See, bro.
I'm on her live, and she was interviewing an Italian photographer, and I'm on the live just geeking. But I'm in the chat and I'm leaving my positivity like I normally do. She starts to read my shit out loud and say my name. and, and offer like, oh no, we don't got no help. We don't need no help right now. Get her the glory, but I mean, we got things going on, and if we do need some artists, and I'm geek. She don't even know I'm on this side of the camera. Like I'm screen recording it. Like what? You said
See,
that.
Oh
bro,
shit.
y'all dudes, bro, y'all negative influence on me, bro. Y'all, I pulled up in somebody's live last week, and I tried to get into the conversation, and the homie thought that I was a chick, and I said, no, I'm a dude, and he's like, oh man, I see you. You probably be using your social media to get chicks, and I don't even be thinking of it like that, bro, and. Y'all be putting stuff in my mind to where I don't, I'm trying to set I just see this bag, bro. This bag is pretty fly, bro. If anybody, is interested in this bag or being an influencer and representing this bag, y'all let me know. If you happen to be a unicorn type of female, I'm going to look at you indifferently and as a business partner. I promise.
Nigga, I ain't looking at everybody. I said, sister, the fuck are you talking about? I
I,
said,
I hear
Maybe,
you, bro. I
maybe
hear
for
you. It's a slippery slope, though. It's a slippery slope. I know
nah, man, fuck
myself.
all of that,
I know
nigga.
myself.
Listen. I gotta stay where I say that I'm gonna play and pray. So, like, if I'm saying that I'm already seeing myself amongst like this type of caliber of people, then no, I ain't trying to talk down on nobody. But I really ain't trying to be around too many people unless you are here to financially invest in or uplift or help me to get towards the position and reality that I know that I'm headed towards based on what I've already accomplished and just trajectory. I'm keeping it very simple. So it's like for me, I listen, I got a lot of women that try me in the DMs. If I don't fuck with you like that, I don't fuck with you like that. But if you came with me on some business shit, then unfortunately you fucked up. We're gonna keep it business. You fucked it
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
It's
I'm
going
fucking
to be
around,
business.
bro. I'm
Guess
joking, bro.
what? I'd rather your money than your pussy any day of the motherfucking
You
week.
talk. My
That's easy.
my thought for that is tectonic plate shifters. Like the person has to, you got to move shit. Like yeah, I'm trying like, and you try. That's crazy that you say that. My man, God rest his soul type shit. I mean, decided not to be here on his own terms. About 7 years ago. It was on the 20th actually, 2 days ago. But he used to say
That's
that shit.
my birthday.
Oh shit! Happy degree day, bro. Happy belated, man.
Appreciate
What?
you. I appreciate you. Three
What?
times.
Definitely. That he used to always say that shit, man. You say we used to freestyle. He'd be like, man, I'm trying to do this. You say try a lot, man. Like you need to take that shit out your whole vocabulary type shit. You said that shit. That shit took me back to that thought. And that's crazy that that is your birthday too, type shit. Like that's a whole, like you said, universe connection type shit. I mean,
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, that's wild.
that's crazy. It's my other man birthday. I'm doing a podcast the year after. I'm doing a podcast episode on the beach. It's 5 a.m. I'm trying to catch the sunrise in the backdrop. You know what I mean? Get in the right angle. I got electricity out there. I got a fucking portable charger and I got the ring light. So because it's dark, it's starting off dark. So
Mm-hmm.
a suit.
Mm-hmm.
I got the tie on. I'm at the beach with a suit on, 5 a.m. type shit in the summer.
Nice.
Nigga, it's hot. My,
Yeah, that's a good scene.
my man come walking beach type shit, like you know what I mean, like and start and just stand in the video, like oh shit, my man down here at the beach, but he don't see my vision. He don't see that I just created this whole scene and I'm doing a show, and I'm
Right.
performing. Like he just see his man on the beach in the chair type shit, and just commits to come talk to me. So so I wouldn't mess up my shot and mess up the scene because it was live. I had to incorporate him into the show type shit. It was fine.
Right.
His birthday the same day type shit, so it was
Shit.
fine.
Bless up to the Leos. You already know the vibes.
Definitely,
King
definitely.
King
Women are
Zo
better.
VO said, please DM for order, please. I don't know if you think that I'm about to order something, but I can tell you right now, I'm not finna order personally anything. Y'all go check out my podcast, youtube.com/AMPD by Faith. That is from Real Talk Chic. Again, make sure y'all follow on Real Talk Chic. If you're trying to get a dose of that real, or you looking for some type of direction in your life and you lost and potentially the word, potentially the gospel is your route, then that's who you should be associating yourself with and looking for content from. If you're dealing with parenting and you have, let's say, questions about children with autism and what that looks like, what should you expect? What could you look forward to? Where are the other communities? Here's a resource for you. So again, when it comes to community, let me make sure that I put it out there that we have an immense community, an immense network, affiliate network, and direct network of people that can offer assistance, direction, and just overall help if and when needed. And all it takes sometimes is for that moment of it being vocalized to the collective for us to know that it's there, because what we don't know, we can't work with.
Bring it. What? We ride.
Each
Right
one
there.
teach one.
That's a fact.
Each one teach one.
Fairy tag, peace, like love. You check my account, please.
I'm on the live,
Who
homie.
joined our spam?
Oh shit!
Just
Hold on. Hold on, King. Hold on, King. I'm checking your account right now,
I'm
King.
gonna sit.
So,
Let
King.
me go to my other phone, bro.
Who
Like this guy's persistent.
I
Jeez,
like it though. I like it.
I
He
ain't
not being
mad at it, bro.
disrespectful.
Like
He not
you got
being
my attention.
disrespectful, and
You got,
he definitely keeping his pedal on his foot
bro,
on the pedal.
bro.
Like he like, nah, son. Like, yo, I'm here,
Like
nigga. Like,
no, like
mommy.
right now. Like yeah,
Yeah,
let's
he's
get
like,
it.
hey, nigga, like we on the live right now. Yeah, niggas acting like you don't see me.
That part, bro. Fuck. All right, let's
how
do
he
it. I got
moving? I'm
you.
trying to move too.
Alright,
Sheesh.
alright, hold on. Buscame. Alright, first part, the green bomber jacket with the orange interior, classic New York fit. I'm just starting right there. So you got my attention. I like it. Post 3 from 9 hours ago, the bubble jacket. I like it. Now, you got 100 posts. I'm just being honest with you, right? Because you decided you wanted to do this. You wanted my attention. Now it's all eyes on you. So I'm doing this for not only my audience, but for you as well. I'm not going to be negative, I'm being partial. Your account is new. The first post that I see here is from July 29th.
Mm-mm.
Now, for anyone that's new to the internet, one or two things. You may be an actual new person, so I'm not going to say you're not. Let's start there. You're a new person. You literally just started. You're a new brand. Blah, 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 blah. Got it. Or this is for my audience now, teaching you how the internet works. There are a lot of scammers online. There are a lot of scam accounts online that will look like this, meaning everything is under a month old, a lot of posts out of nowhere.
Mm.
So it makes it seem like, at first glance, it's an active, regular page until you go all the way
Mm.
back to the first post and start playing the scroll game, meaning you just load up their timeline and scroll through to look for engagement. If you don't see engagement, now you have to start questioning why.
Mm.
And then if you see links to buy, but you can't verify the website, and there are third-party sites that you can use to verify a seller or a website, specifically and especially through the BBB, to make sure that they're accredited. Thanks, brother. God bless you. You're welcome. I'm just giving information that will help people in general, because again, a lot of people don't know this, and what you don't know, you can't use. So I'm here to fortify my community so that we can move safely online. So yeah, when you see new accounts and you see all these posts that came out of nowhere, that's a red flag usually. When there's no engagement, that's a red flag usually. When they try to get you to spend money with them, but you don't see activity that makes sense, and they're not really just like kind of presenting something for sale, like kind of like really trying to get it in the moment. They're creating a sense of urgency. That's scammer 101. That's also sales 101. Create sense of urgency because there's a small select group of people that are going to react to that emotionally, and you're going to pay off of it, and they're going to be able to victimize you. So again, I'm just giving you out all game. I don't know if the brother is a scam or sister, but I can tell you that there's no activity on the post. The account is
A hundred posts in 30 days.
100 posts in 30 days, less than 30 days if we're being honest
Less.
from the very first post, and no activity on the account.
Mm.
I personally would not ever feel comfortable entering in any information on any links on this or spending any money on this because I'd be scared that my shit just got put on the black market. My Kins O Evolution account is not growing. Um, well, I see Pakistan and Punjab. So that lets me know that you're not in this country. And again, for those of you who are new to the internet, that is also another red flag because God forbid that this is a scammer and you do give them some money and they do get some shit. Guess what you have? Zero recourse, zero help. If you go to law, there's no law enforcement agency that's going to help. You could go to the feds. Nobody's helping you. You're shit out of luck. So being that I understand how the game works, and
But
a lot of people are very
they might
desperate for wins in life and they're hungry. Like just be on the lookout for any account. I don't give a fuck what they're offering you, service or product. If the account looks like this, it's the ultra red flag.
That goes back full
if
circle to what we was talking
they
about.
if they funding the right motherfuckers, the Fed's gonna come to your ass. So you better be
That's
back.
a
You better be
fact. You sitting here giving money to the Taliban.
Sheesh. Sheesh.
Like,
That's a whole nother thing, bro.
Habibi, Habibi.
But that
What
that that goes back
got to
to
worry about?
bringing the
Oh,
conversation full circle for what we was talking about earlier, kid, and just talking about building brand awareness and brand identity, and people not really understanding what all comes with that. Not just fame, but it's also a multitude of pay to play offers from a multitude of different uh, people and angles.
Yeah,
And the more that you grow and make yourself visible, the more those offers and the stronger those presentations are going to be to entrap you into some monetary scheme, some energetic scheme, just to derail you. Like it's a whole, it's pure chaos out here. This the TV show Shark Tank was named as so for a reason. Now, you can be a chum if you want to, but motherfuckers are out here for blood. And if you're not out here protecting yourself in some type of vessel properly, being your intellectual property and how it's branded, and that no shortcut approach to building your brand and your brand identity, like you're gonna become a victim to somebody just gonna try to offer you a shortcut.
correct.
if you got the bread and you get to do it before I do it, I'm gonna put some money into Pop's John Witherspoon's family account, and I want to use the shit from Friday. If I got to reach out to Ice Cube, he said when the first come, you ain't gonna have to worry about catching the dog. You gonna have to worry about a dog catching your ass. Like I want that to be a drop on one of my shit. You ain't got to worry about catching the dog.
You'd have to go through Cube Vision. Ice Cube and his production company, parent company, Cube Vision, owns the rights to Friday and that script. So that's who you would have to go to
Word.
for what would be considered leasing options over that specific quote to be able to monetize it. But that would be pretty simple. I wouldn't see him not wanting to do something like that, especially if you're paying the fees, because it's all just like no skin off of his nose. It's just a potential W for him to add to his portfolio if it's done right. And you're a
Mhm.
black man, so it's him, doing what he said he's here to do.
I word is
So
funny that I know him for his type of behavior, but he had posted something about the feds uh, and his league and how they were investigating the ESPN for blackballing his league from television networks and things of that nature.
of course, come on now.
I forgot what
That's a monopoly. We know that
I,
shit. We not niggas ain't never try to create no new lanes of space. Come on now. Why you think we don't never got no new sports? Nobody never wondered why like we don't got new sports being invented and all that shit. Cause niggas is not trying to break bread. Like that's gonna fuck up the monopoly that's already been created. You think it's not a monopoly, but it is.
yeah,
How can it be a monopoly? Monopolies are illegal because motherfucker, there's only one board and there's only a certain amount of motherfuckers playing the game.
that's he reposted my I posted something Jay-Z said type shit, but it fit right to the mold. He reposted that shit, so that's what I said. I
My
know.
fault, Rumbling. I saw you with your hand up too. I didn't want you to think you was being ignored. The floor is
You
yours
good?
after the bro.
I just got a question for you.
Yeah.
What what insight could you give, or what's your approach to cold calling?
You talking about modern day cold calling?
Yes.
Using social media, the DM approach, the email approach. That is one of the most. Mr. Brock, what's the vibes? Peace, like love, rising the motherfucking laws. Welcome into the room. That's one of the most fantastic approaches that you could take, specifically and especially if you're using the tools of automation like Chat GPT to help you formulate your initial introductory email or direct message. If you're helping it to really like refine your shit like based on certain metrics and like getting responses to cold calls, success ratio versus loss ratio. If you're using the tools that are here for us, that is probably the smoothest, smartest thing you could do because majority of companies right now are using AI tools to sift through their emails, resumes, and cold calls. So if they see the key, because it's basically code talking to code. So if the AI spots shit that it's been prompted to look for, and you use AI with the proper prompt input to create a fucking fish hook. This motherfucker's the fish. This motherfucker's the fisherman, the hook, and the bait. It's all one
Right.
unit. And the motherfucker's just connected to itself. So as long
For
as you play
sure.
the game the way like the game has changed right now, where it's like people don't realize that they be thinking they talking to people and shit, and they be having whole conversations, not knowing they talking to a third generation chatbot. I be laughing my ass off because I be showing people like how you could spot it because I took like the prompt engineering courses and shit to learn because I wanted to learn it because I'm like the world's changing fast and I don't want to be left behind. I'm still playing the game. I got a lot of game left to play. So like I
That
have
part.
to consistently be, as I said earlier in the beginning of this live, an asset, never the liability. So my information and my wealth of information and what resources and tools are being updated and used in real time is vast and it's forever changing and growing. So yes, I'm a huge fan of cold calling. When it comes to people that have services, if you're an interviewer, if you're someone that has a product, if you're looking for partnerships, I advise you to get into the habit of cold calling. First and foremost, so that you can get comfortable with hearing no. I
Oh yeah, no,
you to be
I,
overly
I,
confident and comfortable with the word no to the point that you hear it and it don't rattle you, shake you, break you in any way, shape, or form. And you are so smooth with it that you might be able to turn a no into a yes.
oh yeah, bro. I'm not a sales master, but I do have experience.
I am.
I done sold kitchen knives door to door. I done sold tasers at shopping malls for $20. So I understand the hustle and the objective handling. Um, it's the more of the approach is what I was asking specifically as you were giving insight
Oh yeah,
to the
AI.
modern ways. Yeah, because
Hmm.
I come from a different time where it's actual telephone calls,
Yeah,
and
I come
so
from that. Yeah.
and it's a fine line between opportunities when it comes to individuals versus groups or organizations. Like they're both they could be equally yoked, just depending on the brand and the target that you're trying to represent. So there is no right or wrong answer. It's just about the approach. And my train of thought and my experiences is like on the corporate level. So I'm
Mm.
trying to reverse engineer it and like find a happy medium between that and like quote unquote influencers.
You gotta be on some Bruce Wayne shit, like in that perspective, like how he went down to the bottom to see how the bottom actually functioned and thought. You know what I mean, and see it from those perspectives. But like, cause I worked for the bottom when it came to cold calling. I worked for the Fraternal Order Police. Matter of fact, the company I work for got a series on HBO called Telemarketers. Dude
Hmm.
recorded the whole shit. I work for the biggest telemarketing scam in the history of America, CDG.
Sheesh.
I worked there for about 6, 7 years. You know what I mean? When you're talking about 300 calls a day, 400 calls a day, and you doing donations for the police, fire department, all that. You know what I mean? And they're receiving 10% of the 100% of donations, and it says 20 for the bronze. Um, what's the name? What 25 for the silver and 35 for the gold, and you hear people next to you like, "Oh yeah, the silver, the bronze is 75, the gold is 100." And then, the silver is 100, and the gold is 150. You know what I mean? And upping it and to make their wages go up, and people is going for it. Like they making $300, $400 an hour. You got people in there that paid off their federal fines because it was all people that was on probation and couldn't get real jobs. So it was all people that knew really how to scam and knew really how to talk money out of people. So being in that background, like you said, learning how to not, because people are like, "Oh, I'm eating dinner, leave me the fuck alone." You're like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," you know what I
Bruh,
mean? And you got on them like,
shit's
"Nah,
real.
it's just for the police," and they like, "What? Police what?" And you know what I mean? And then you go into your shit like,
I when I was in high school, I did telemarketing for a lawn care service. Like to spray the chemicals to grow your grass. and people would be like, "Oh, you're gonna kill my dog!" Like, bruh, like relax. Be real. That rejection be real. Motherfuckers
He
be
said
That's the
projecting
you're gonna kill
hostility.
my dog.
it's not going. That's the whole thing. Like when you got to have questions that don't take you into their world. You know what I mean? Like they're responding, and every response is a step forward to the product that you have to offer them. So that's what I learned.
Yeah,
Free questions, like nobody
objection handling.
the product. Nobody needs the product you're selling until you convince them that they do. You know what I mean? And the best way to do that is for them to convince themselves. Like, I mean, what you say you got? I worked in the cell phone industry. I mean, like,
Mhm.
how many kids you got in your house? You know what I mean? Like, how old are they? You know what I mean? Like, do they use phones? You know what I mean? Oh yeah, they got what kind of phone they got? Like, is he active? Like, he outside all day, or he running around? Or not? He
Yeah,
be chilling in the like, yeah, I bet you he needs something that, I mean, research and stuff on his homework. You know what I mean? You know, you don't need libraries and stuff no more. Encyclopedias, you make it, you know what I mean, um, valuable for the parent to actually, like, parent wants their kid to have a phone. They know what they're going to be doing with that shit. But while they in that damn cell phone store, motherfucker, I'm going to make that shit seem like the library, the Britannica, motherfucker. So, I mean, it's that part. Getting into, taking them, we're finding where they are and meeting them right where they are so you can slowly walk them to where you want them to go.
yeah. That's what I was earlier. We were talking about developing an avatar, and that's where you just market research and figuring out what that avatar is into, and figuring out who that voice is and what that voice sounds like, and mimicking it.
You said you was working with AI coding and all that stuff. Like, I bet you the voices is crazy now.
The coding, I don't do the coding. No, I'm working with the prompt engineering aspect of it. So that basically is like how to properly use like the Voodoo and how to use AI video generators, how to properly input the prompts to get the results effectively and efficiently for the client. So hypothetically, if you come to me and you have a budget for AI and you do long care services in the local area, you want to figure out how AI can help you. I would be the one that would figure out which AI tools would be the best for specifically what you do. um, I would then put together all of the prompts based on the conversation I had with you of what you're looking for. Increase, let's say you want to expand to like 2 towns over. I would need that information. Let's say you have all updated lawn care machines. I would need that information so I could put that into the prompt so that when I get the output, I would then take that initial output and go to the next AI tool that would generate what would then be the commercial side of it, the advertisement side of it, and I would then use the physical input side of it, me, the person, to run your Google ads, your Facebook ad manager, and any, let's say you're using X for advertising and TikTok and Instagram as well. That would be, again, Facebook ad manager. I would be the one then using all of the media and everything that was created through AI to then upload it through your ad managers with your budget to then give you what you want.
And if I could take the oop, so what I use AI for is to answer the question that Real Talk Chic just asked. What do you think on a cartoon AI YouTube channel? So I use AI a lot for concept development in regards to how to artistically convey things in plain speak to the general public, whether that be an investor or a client that is asking a question on how to develop a YouTube channel. Take the creative mystery out of it, the magic out of it, and put it into executables. Have ideation sessions to understand what that branding looks like, who that target market looks like, because anyone can create an idea. But the one thing that I've been preaching was good. One thing I've been preaching over the last 15 years, like doing marketing, is one thing to have a good or a great idea, but you're gonna need 10 more great ones to make it work. And that usually comes in presentation, packaging, messaging, identity, and then on how to get funds to put fuel on each one of those fires. And
Maybe it's
that's what just takes
different.
time.
Yeah, I get that. I think I'm talking a little bit different. Like, so I came across this program called Create Studio 3, and I've been learning it. And it's basically, I'm gonna show y'all. Hold on. How do I flip this around?
Mr. Supreme Leader,
So
peace,
there's
light, love. I
like,
dream about you. Hey, yeah, I know that one.
you've seen this before. Okay, so
I know that one.
I don't know. Let's just take it. Okay, so it's like cartoons, and you could do presentations and stuff like that. But I
Mhm.
created my own only to like integrate in my own YouTube channel, because being that I'm like in the hospital sometimes, I
Mhm.
can't be consistent on YouTube. So I
Mhm.
created my own avatar here, and I'll do like the voiceover and stuff like that. But I don't know if that's going to be like people are interested in that or not. Like, are they
Yeah, of
gonna
course.
follow?
You create a whole other channel for that, and then what you do is you make that a subset. All right. So what you do is you have your parent channel already, and then your parent channel is where your long form content is going to. You're going to repurpose long form content into digestible cartoons. You know, because now you're reaching a whole new target audience with the same information based on presentation. What you
Mm-hmm.
don't want to do is muddy up the algorithm. So that's why you create a whole new YouTube channel specifically for the cartoon
Okay.
version of it. What you do is you then link, because you can link your channels together, you link that new YouTube channel to the parent channel. So then for the people that are, let's say, older, who actually see the cartoon before they see the real thing, they'll know how to search to go deeper, and they'll see there's a link that takes them to the full form, long form video. It's the younger audience that'll only consistently keep digesting the cartoon form of it. So what happens is your audiences don't always overlap, but what you do have is the ability to funnel people from one sector of your audience to another. Then you create overlap organically. But because you have to separate it, a lot of us won't recognize the importance of it and will convolute a channel by trying to put it all in one place in space. I know firsthand because I'm one of the people that experimented with doing it to know what could and couldn't work.
Okay.
And so like to clarify specifically what I'm saying when I mean concept development is figuring out who that audience is first before you start,
Mm-hmm.
and then using tools like AI to develop scripts so that you can create a body of like a whole season already in the can before
Yeah.
you even start putting things to
Putting out the
animation.
content. Yeah, because you don't want to be behind the eight ball. You want to be ahead of it, specifically and especially for you, Sheik, because you said sometimes you be in the hospital. So that means that you know you want to be ahead of it and not say you get into the flow. Numbers are starting to go up. You don't want to then something happen. I'm in the hospital. I don't get to put on content out. And then say you do put out content and it flop only because you ain't been putting nothing out. That's going to bother you. It can't not bother you. How do I know?
Yeah.
It bothered me. It bothered every one of my clients. It seemed to bother damn near every. This is a very low percentage of human beings who really ain't bothered. How could you not be bothered? You putting time and years to get to a point where shit start popping. It start popping. Now I get sick and I can't get a
Yeah.
W again.
Well, that's what happened with the podcast, right? It was going good. I got BBG on there, and stuff like that. And then like all of a sudden I was in the hospital for like 3 months straight, back to
Right.
back. So even if I had content, I did have content built up like on reserve, but I was in the hospital too long to have that consistent still.
Right.
So now
Right.
it's like on the back burner. I'm trying to build up the content again and get going again, but I know there's a possibility I'll be in the hospital again. So I was thinking to integrate that, but you said it's better to do separate. But if I have to do it separate,
Well, see, the
I'm not gonna do
easy
that.
part is for you is that you already have recorded long form content,
Mm-hmm.
and if it hasn't popped yet, it's still brand new. It's that fucking simple. Especially when you take conversations that might be 6 months old to you,
Mm-hmm.
but it didn't go super viral. So it ain't the world don't know it exists yet. So now, if say you can't put out new content, yes, you can. You turn that into the cartoons. You take parts of it that you're like, ooh, this is
That part.
a portion right here that this 10 minutes, this is lit. Take that 10 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
That's
use
your
AI,
script.
turn it into the cartoon. That now you got content.
Right, but
Now you have
on a separate
content,
channel, you're saying though.
but it's still your channel because it's linked to your
Right.
parent channel. You're not missing out or losing on nothing. All you're doing is
Excuse
giving
me.
yourself an opportunity when you feel like you couldn't do to do. That's all
And,
you've done. So you can stay
and
productive and consistently use the content for what it was meant for, to give you answers. So again, if you take a video that didn't do numbers 10 months ago, that don't mean shit. If you turn it into a cartoon 10 months later and all of a sudden it does 10 million, now you can get some answers.
Right.
Now you can be like, all right, people like this. How do I know? In the comments, I see they was talking about boom. In the comments, I see they said boom. They dislike this because they said boom. When you start getting that information, now the very next step is going to take you to a whole nother level. It's impossible that it don't, because that
that
was
part.
the moment, the key that you was looking for to open up the door to the library with all the books you need. That's that key. And every
It's
one of us get that moment. You just don't know when it's going to happen. You don't know which post it's going to be. You don't know how consistently it's going to happen. And you don't know if it's going to be the post that you want it to be. Because you might be getting information on shit you didn't want information on.
Right. Okay.
That's what you're talking about, branding. And when what kid is saying, like, it's not really starting over because it's still you. And you essentially already have the scripts that I'm talking about. So the work is, in production is always just working smarter, not harder, and working with the tools and utensils that you have. Like sometimes I'm in here and part of my setup includes a bungee cord. Like right here, a bungee cord. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's what I got on hand and it's what's gonna work. So if you already have long form content created, now you just chop it up into clips and use that as things to attach the rig to, the animation rig.
Yeah.
Because all it's looking for is voice to vocalize the talk box.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I'll definitely do that. Thank you guys.
Now we do.
They're not a
It's a motherfucking think tank.
that part. And that's where there's tools like repurpose.io is one of them that you can go to put your content in, and it'll chop it up and give you some captions and all
Oh
that
yeah, I
shit.
definitely use what is it, Video IO and
Video IO.
there's
Yeah,
another
there's a few of
Open
them now.
Flip.
Plasma
Yeah,
Punk
Open
is
Flip.
another one of Video Gen.
Oh,
VideoGen.io is another one. Plasma Punk is another one. They're pretty fucking dope.
oh, Riverside
There's a
does it for
bunch
me
now.
too. So I
Yeah,
use
no, there's a bunch
Riverside.
now.
Yeah.
That's
So I
what I'm
use
saying.
Riverside
Like,
for
there's no excuse. There's no excuse for none of us to like not cross over,
right.
because that's what it is. It's a crossover moment, and the reason I call it a crossover moment is because if you stand at the other side of a river and nobody's crossed it, you can imagine that we all talk about what it's like to be over there, but until you go over there, you don't know what it's like to be over there. And once you do know what it's like to be over there, you're never gonna not know what it's like to be over there. So all of us are always looking for the crossover moment. I've had mine. That's why like I can never go back. I can never go back and be like, I'm gonna be comfortable doing this 9 to 5 regular shit. But I've had Instagram pay my light bill, my food bill, and my shit for like months, and I'm like, what? When I had Instagram, people called me, have meetings with me, be like, "We're watching your account, and you can make $10,000 a month." Nigga, what? No, that's good about myself. Talk about all praise to the Most High. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like these are the moments because all we need is that.
Yeah.
That's enough. But you could never deflate my balloon. So that's why I always reinforce to y'all that like you don't understand how close y'all are to your crossover moment. Because again, I've been doing this shit. I started this Instagram account in 2011. I came home from prison in 2013. I didn't have my breakthrough moment to see money for real until 2020.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
then I didn't see my next follow-up moment until 2022, which was where the consistency finally came in. So it's like I've never sell no dreams. Like like now it's easier for me to help people create little viral moments. And I've had people shout out Canadian Vagabond, who I gave him the sauce. He did what I told him to do. He was posting 4 times. He even came into the chat after we didn't speak for months. He turned into a boxer. Y'all can all follow him and see his whole story progression. He was like, yo, I have my 10 million posts and blah, blah, blah. And he said, I did exactly what you said. Because again, he never paid for my coaching. He was just in the live. He literally took the info from the live, applied it, and it worked.
Right.
And I've had people pay me for the information, not apply it, and then be like, I don't know. Listen, I don't know what you don't know, but I don't know what you don't know. But I
Bruh.
know this shit works because this ain't really a secret no more. It ain't rocket science. But a lot of people might not know where to start, how to start, when, blah, blah, blah. So I just help them to get through that. The first hump. The rest of it, it all be in here.
Yeah.
It really do. It all be in here after that. You got too many people that's going viral again for eating chips.
Eating shit.
Yeah, bro.
The
The
one chip
ASMR
challenge or
videos,
something?
the ASMR videos was paid very well. People get paid very well to do this shit. How do I know? It's called market research. I need to be able to help the people that hire me because if I can't crack through their mental barrier, then they're gonna feel like they wasted their money at some point. How do I know? Because I felt like I wasted my money with every person that didn't help me crack through the mental barrier.
Yeah.
It's that simple. That's what we really hire people for.
Yeah.
I want to feel mentally secure, good in this investment, so that I'm singing the praises. So every time I go back to this in my mind, it ramps me back up.
Yeah.
And if I
I've paid
couldn't get that,
thousands of dollars and still I'm like, what did I learn?
listen,
Of course. Like, what the heck? Spent all
since
my money for
I
what?
remember when we first started talking, you was telling me about the
Oh,
mentor
that's
you
what
was
I was
working with
talking.
at that time
That's
period.
who I'm talking
Right,
about.
right, right,
But I mean, I
right.
still have a relationship with him. Like
As you
he
should. As you fucking should. You
right.
invested your heart as you fucking should.
Yeah.
But as I said then, I still say now, the true mentors, the ones that are really like in it for the long haul, they they looking for corporate checks and shit. They like me. We looking for corporate checks. I don't want no, like, if you got money, cool. If you don't have money, cool. I'm still going to give you all that A1 information that the corporate motherfuckers is paying for. Because the whole point is I'm patient enough to know that when that 6-figure check hits, for me saying the same shit I've been saying for years here on lives for free, and I'm now saying it into a room with motherfuckers that's like, oh my God, wait till this guy I found on the thing, Todd, when he gets in here.
Oh
That's
my
the money I
gosh, bro.
want. Why I want to take it from y'all? If we all scraping the same pot, I'm gonna always just be nothing but appreciative of whatever y'all can do, but I'm never gonna ask and I'm never gonna expect because what I expect is that the work and the time and the energy I'm putting in is to get me to that corporate room to tell them motherfuckers, yes, I will come give y'all a 2-day seminar, hype your team, your sales team up, help y'all get over your hump, talk to your management, coach your management from the top fuck down, because I've also worked as management and I have the credentials to back it up and the success stories to back it up. That now I'm going to feel like all these years of not saying I need money or want
Right.
the money was for this because I'm telling the universe what I need and want. I need that 6-figure check. I'm a 7-figure nigga. So
That
I
part.
said it before and I say it again. I'm a 7-figure nigga, so I need a few 6-figure checks. The fuck y'all don't understand. And that's how I want
Bro.
all of us to operate from that place and that mindset. So yes, we got to invest in us. We got to recognize that the content's already there and the tools for success are already there. The hardest thing to do is get over the mental barrier. And I guarantee that's all it is for all because there's too many examples of people who are doing lackluster, and I'm not knocking or being disparaging. I'm being honest for reference so we can see how it can be done. Lackluster behavior is viral behavior that gets you paid.
Don't you
Consistently,
ever see like somebody where you're saying like how they have like they have so much they think they're the shit and it's like what are you
because they
doing?
are. As soon as you think you are, guess what just happened? The universe is going to reinforce it on every level. Look at Demure. You ain't see the Demure? Very demure, very cutesy, very mindful. You don't know about Demure? The
No.
newest thing? The Demure girl? The Demure girl, I guarantee you she's going to make 6 figures if she get one
I
little
don't
good
know
management, piece of good
about
management around her. Wolf Shoes is in the building. Make sure y'all following Wolf Shoes. I was just talking about you. Your ears must have been ringing. I was just singing your praises, talking about you. Um,
Can I tell a quick little anecdotal story, bro?
yeah, for sure. Take the floor. Go ahead. You already?
So when I graduated film school, the first job that I got was from this guy who was a lawyer. He was married to this Nickelodeon exec. She's the one who found me. So my job was to videotape this parts of this conference and to make a promo video for them. This conference was the trainer's course where this particular gentleman was training other lawyers on how to train other lawyers, all different types of lawyers in every sector you can possibly imagine: real estate, tax, travel, commerce, whatever you can think of. This was 5-day conference. I think he was charging $11,000 a seat.
I like that. I'll do that. I'll take it.
But this is the reason why I'm telling you the story. So day 3, I'm eating lunch in the back. This guy is super intrigued by me because I ain't saying I'm just here to show up and do my job. I'm listening, whatever. And his assistant started to chat me up and found that, hey man, this guy has a brain. So now the head lawyer comes to ask me a question while I'm eating. And he says, what do you think about vacation packages? Because I told the other dude I had been to like 40 countries. That's where I fucked up. So he was like, what do you think about vacation packages? So I just like gave him some little spiel about what I was actually already doing with my travel company. 30 minutes later, when we get back in the session, this dude just reincorporated everything that we just said in our conversation and is pitching it to the audience for a $40,000 package in Acapulco. So this is where I really learned about value and understanding the protection of intellectual property. I understand nepotism. I understand where we are as a community when it comes to I don't got my joint on me. Not understanding presence over presentation.
Or
Value
undervalued
is
as it is.
value is value, and fuck what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Like just like Kid was talking about, I got a resume to back up why I know everything that I know, and I don't have to show up with a script.
Right.
And this is what we were saying just before to tie it all back in full circle is to me is understanding and being able to capitalize as quick as possible when these type of synergetic connections are made, because when we're having this conversation somebody else is listening and they can run off and do exactly what we're not willing to do in the moment.
Then that means it wasn't for us to do, and then the mission was fulfilled, and that was the preordained. That's
Shit, bruh, on it,
that's the reality
and
of it, because we're the shapers and shifters of reality. So I will never not give us the credit we deserve. I will never not reaffirm the power that we hold. So I don't believe it to be a negative thing in those moments. I believe it from an existential point of observation that the highest self is too aware that for whatever reason, right now in this moment,
well,
I'm not ready. Don't
that's
want it.
where
I don't believe I
that
deserve it. And I'm not going to allow myself to actuate because of the aforementioned feeling. And that
yeah,
feeling,
nah.
as we all know, is the prison in and of itself. The recognition that that feeling exists, lingers, and lurks within us, and then facing it and staring that bitch down and bullying and bulldozing that motherfucker is how we get to quote unquote personal success.
It's facts,
Everything
actuation,
we
bro.
want is on the other side of fear, false evidence appearing real.
Actuation, bro. Action. That's what I'm here to represent. Action. What if we just do it right now? What if
Do man,
what if
right?
we just start what if right now after this live we entered into a video chat or a live YouTube, whatever format you choose, and we have a real ideation production session. This is what I do. Like, I have a bachelor of fine arts in film, and this, this is where I'm the salesperson. This is what I'm here for, to reiterate, like, hey, I am a producer. I, I worked on Netflix, ABC, Burger King, Pizza Hut. I can name drop celebrities for days. Like, that's not what I'm gonna do. You know why? Because if you really about doing some due diligence, I'll send you a link and show you who I am,
Right.
or links.
If
But
I
this is
stay
where
ready,
my whole
y'all
social,
need to get ready. You know the vibes. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead,
but this
G.
is where
Wolf shoes. I
my
see you.
whole
You know the
social
fucking vibe.
experiment. My whole social experiment is predicated on what is it in not just your dissonance in who I'm speaking to now, but us as a people that instantaneously put you into scrutiny mode and discredit whatever I'm saying when it comes to who I say I am. Who do you think I'm not?
Uh,
You black. You're not white.
yeah, you're not white. I mean, but
No, but that,
I'm
as puffed up as that is to say, and I'm not gonna go into a deep dive drop, and I'm gonna give you the floor, sis, because I just feel you were just about to go somewhere, so don't lose your train of thought. I just want to make it real quick. We've all, as a global collective, been psychologically programmed for the longest times to have a great distrust and disdain for people that look like us. Y'all can all do y'all research and see how far that rabbit hole goes, or you could be like, yeah, that's not. I'm colorblind. I don't see color. You you be whatever fucking freaking nature you want to be. I'll back you up, baby. It's your world. Choose whatever crazy route you want to go. But for those that want to know, I just gave you the answer. Do your research. You'll see why. Like, it is what it is. But go ahead, sis. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, you just said it in a nutshell, but I, I just feel like, I don't know. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. What kid said. I don't feel like there's any other reason why I shouldn't believe who you are, unless you just prove me wrong and you don't have the tactics to back it up. But other than that,
That's
That's
what
why Kendrick
I'm alluding
made
to.
They
That,
Not Like Us. That's why we needed They Not Like Us. We needed that song.
yeah.
We
and
needed
you
that. We needed that.
and,
That we needed
for
that in
sure.
the subconscious, so that, like, when I do look at you now and then I look at somebody else, I'd be like, they not like us. I'm like, oh, no, 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 they not like us. I'm like, all right, cuz, what you talking
Is
about?
definitely there. Like by my house, we have in the same block a Chinese beauty supply store and a black owned supply store. I would hear people say, "Oh, I'd rather just go to the Chinese store because I know I'm gonna get what I need and I ain't gotta worry about all types of stuff." But it's like they sell the same exact thing, and most likely the black one is selling it for cheaper. But we've
100.
been conditioned to be like, "Oh, their stuff is better than ours," when it really isn't.
They get it.
So,
They
and then
they get all their style and influence from us.
crap,
Facts.
you'll get,
Facts.
get
Martinique
treated,
13. What up, gangsta boo?
get
Yeah,
treated,
they get all they.
and then
Oh shit, she's glitching out. But
Oh,
no,
shit.
that's where I am,
It
bro.
dropped
Like,
out.
I didn't stand. I can't stand no more. Like, you're not just gonna keep pissing in my face and dare me to turn my head. Like, you're not gonna gaslight me into picking my brain and then instantaneously using my intellectual property right in front of me. Like, that was just a one-off, that story I gave, bro. Like, that's
Yeah.
my existence. Like,
Correct.
that's
mm,
my
Hey,
existence.
Mr.
So
Oh, yeah. Well,
is
Count Black on the work.
and I understand that that's not just my existence. That's the melanated man's existence now in the
Existing.
modern times, because people have been conditioned to view us as only in service of
Facts.
ourselves last. Like, who am I to be wearing my own merch, promoting my own shit, telling you to buy it
Facts.
directly from me to you?
Facts.
right. But if the other race does it, it's not a problem.
It's not a
And it's like, oh, they're
problem.
doing the right thing. Let's buy their stuff.
Well,
It it could all be so simple.
it really could, but you know that again, it really is sad that the reality does keep going back to like how we are programmed to view each other. That's why the easiest way to dispel it is to systematically create change the same way they systematically created the change that inevitably created the present time that we live in. So we have, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, we, as the ones that supposedly can see it for what it is, we have to be comfortable and confident in the idea that we're not going to get to eat the fruit from the tree that we're planting the seeds for the change for, because it took a lot of time for us to get this stupid as a collective. We're dumb.
Sheesh.
Like
Bruh.
individually, I can sing your
But
praises. I can
there's
sing
new
your cheek. I can
tactics
sing
they're
your
putting
praises. I
into
can
play
sing your
to make us
praises
stupid.
rumbling. Collectively, we're fucking dumb. We're
Bruh.
collectively we're dumb.
Bruh.
We're hurting.
There's
We
more
need a
Bruh.
hug.
tactics they're putting into play to make us more stupid. Like
For sure.
even the school system, like the A's and the B's and C's, D's now, like the scores are just stupid. How is a
Yeah.
B a 64? Like that doesn't even make sense.
What?
Yeah. If you got a 64, that's
Wow.
considered a B now because they said mostly
Bruh.
the minority students feel like they're left out because they can't make the scores. And I was like, how did they come
Bruh.
up with that?
I swear to you, like this is like, like this was a topic I was about to jump on the podcast later and talk about just how in the melanated community in America, how much we lack in intelligence, especially if you went to public school. And I learned that when I was in college in my 30s in Miami, going to college mathematics classes with all these Latin kids from all these Latin different countries, like 18, 19-year olds, like who was doing shit in their head that I had never even seen before. Like
Yeah, but
when it comes
that's
to like
because of the Rockefellers,
trigonometry.
man. That's because
I'm
of
not, but that's what I'm just
I
saying,
know.
like,
I know
I'm
you know.
using
I know you know.
I'm using myself as an example of like understanding what the problem is, and what you're saying, like there is a reason why we are deficient in our intellect. It's just a matter of now, fuck, what the reasoning is. Like, are we really gonna put the time and energy towards solutions to get
Yeah,
up
but
out of it? Because
like that
that's
to
solvable.
create
Math
that,
is solvable.
even if them creating that, like okay, lowering the scores because everybody's so freaking sensitive about their feelings are more than they're above truth now. It's like now you're just putting in the effort that nobody has to put in effort. When I was going to school, a 65 was you passed by the skin of your teeth. Okay.
Yeah,
So now that a 64 is a B, like why would I even put in the effort to even
you
get
wouldn't.
Well,
above
we've been
that?
fucked
Like
since No Child Left Behind. I ain't gonna lie. Like
Oh
literally,
yeah, that part.
we've been fucked since No
That's
Child Left
facts.
Behind. Like
That's facts.
as soon as
Yep.
that started, it was a consistent yearly decline.
And
Because
that's where
what
I
do
was
you
going,
mean No
bro.
Child Left Behind? I'll give you an example. In high school, and I didn't even graduate, but my last year that I remember in high school, second to last year, there was a nigga in there that was 3 years older than me in 10th grade. Why? Because this nigga not only kept catching juvenile cases, but was failing classes. So he logistically should not be going to the next
right.
grade. No Child Left Behind got implemented the next year. Why this nigga was supposed to be in the same graduating class as me? The fuck is you talking about? The nigga was failing year after year. What the fuck? What? The nigga, I think, graduated high school at like 20, 19, 20.
Yeah, bro. And that's where I was going with it, because I'm 46. So I can vividly see like the change when I graduated high school, it was all testing. Like
Yeah.
All
you didn't
testing.
pass the
Yeah,
test.
testing was
Yeah.
You didn't pass the
testing was
test.
how
You
we.
didn't.
You know what? Wasn't it like that movie? Remember, what was the name of that movie? The Divergent shit, where everybody got like
Yes.
placed in like what?
Yes.
Tell me, our
Yes.
world was not
Yes.
like the Divergent
Yes.
movie.
Yes, bro. Like trust me, bro. Like these mother like I am not, bro.
But it's
I,
even its
I
teachers
bro.
too. Like my son is autistic, so it's kind of different. But even for him, right? I know what he's capable of. I know he's fully capable of verbally communicating. But I'll have arguments with the teacher because they'll be like, "Oh, it makes it difficult for him to put four words together in a sentence." And I'm like, "Well, he does it at home. So why is it that you guys can't implement that into the school?" "Oh, he gets frustrated." So what? So what? And it's like this is an autistic kid that you're trying to dumb down more. So I can imagine
Coddle.
people that are, like people that are normal, if that is the way you treat an autistic kid who is capable of doing it, but because he gets frustrated, you don't want to do it. I can imagine students that are in high school and that are regular. Like it doesn't make sense to me.
Like I said, I'm 46, so I came up in a time where they didn't diagnose kids with autism. It was just like I was just weird. You get
Yeah.
me? I was just disruptive.
My
I
son
was
wasn't born autistic. He turned autistic a week after he got his vaccines. So
sorry to hear that.
the crap that they say that the vaccines don't do nothing to the kids, that's a lie. Because like when I say it was instantaneously, like my son went from talking fully, communicating, taking the vaccines, 2 days later started stemming and stopped talking completely. And he was 4
Yeah.
years old. So it's like, you can't tell me that. But they will argue you up and down. Oh, you can't say it's the vaccine, blah, blah, blah. Get the hell out of here. You can't, but it's like, I don't know. This world is, your feelings matter more than anything. Let's not even get into the trends and stuff like that, but that's
Man,
like,
I got enough flags on my account fucking with them people.
man. My other account,
And I ain't even fuck with them.
I got bans because I put a reposted an Elon Musk post talking about how he's sitting down at dinner with AI. And I'm like, what the hell? How do you ban me for that? Like, that doesn't even make sense. It's not even my
They
post.
policing Instagram on
It's
some
not
BS.
even in my post. I literally posted it in my story and you literally banned me? What? And they won't even allow me to like argue it.
No, I was in Instagram jail for 3 days last week for some shit somebody else said on my live.
So I'm like, I hate that crap. And it's like, you put all this work in, and for one stupid post, then it's like your whole account is just trash now.
I get it. Listen, my TikTok is still unresponsive, if I'm being kind to myself, based on like what it used to do before I got shadow banned off of one fucking post. And we're talking, it's been years now.
What?
I'm remonetized. Yeah, it's been
Oh.
years. I'm remonetized, but what's the point of being monetized if you never get enough views to make a dollar off the bitch? So it's like, you know, so I get
If
it. I get it.
uh, Real Talk Chic, if you go check out that page I just put there, follow some of them links, and you want to do some cartoon stuff, hit me up.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like the type of person that just likes to learn stuff on my own. So I
Yeah.
don't like to rely on
Rely
nobody.
on anyone. Yeah, same. If I can do it myself, I'm going to.
Yeah, and that's just, going back to where I started the conversation where I was talking about when it comes to art and producing art on a high level for monetization, it
Yeah.
takes a production and it takes a team of people. This is why Marvel films got 1,000 people in the credits.
Well, yes, not well as if I'm about to counter that. Just to say, if you want to be your own little mini Marvel, that's when you go to Fiverr and you start with whatever small budget you can, and
For
you
sure.
start building out your little Pakistani, Indian, because it's all going to be outsourced from overseas. These
Absolutely.
Brazil, these are animators, and I've used an animator in Brazil before. So instead of you spending, and I'll give you a reference. $3,000 for 2 minutes animated video, you might spend $300 for a 3 minute animated video because this animator is in Brazil.
So
So again,
peep
let me
game.
give y'all
So
resources. Fiverr, there's no excuses. Just
Let
you
me
got to
say,
take
Fiverr, you
time.
still gotta watch though.
yeah,
No, the scammers is all over Fiverr. I'll be the first one to tell you
bruh.
they're
Yeah,
there. They're gonna
I'm
they're
about
gonna
to
take your
say,
chicken
Fiverr
and
will
run.
I
fuck your
literally
They
shit
will
had
up,
fuck you
bro.
somebody edit
up.
my videos for months, and then I was like, yo, I'm paying all these extra fees or whatever. And the first thing that he tried to do. He was like, oh yeah, don't pay it through PayPal or this or Chase or anything. You got to pay it this way. And I was like,
Nope.
yeah, no, nigga, I'm not
Yeah.
dumb.
As soon as you tell me not to go through
Yeah.
the way that has like what's it
Safety
called?
on it.
Protection.
Stopper safety and security measures, then I'm good.
Yeah.
If the place you're telling me to leave is specifically the place that has light, and you telling me to go to the place where there's no light and it's dark, I'm not going there. You're doing weird shit. You'll be alright. I'm not even gonna respond no more. Like, we're
Right,
good.
but I didn't. When I say this guy chased me on WhatsApp, my Instagram, at my YouTube, like, oh, I'll do like I did before. I'll edit for you. I'm like, yo, you effed yourself up because you was getting mad money from me consistently because you were editing all my videos, and then boom, I tried to like do it the off there so I don't have to pay the fees, and you try to scam me right away. Like, now you want to be a relationship? No, get out of here. You fucked yourself up. Bye.
So I've been using Fiverr for over 10
Damn.
years. Before I basically the person who told me about Fiverr told me in the capacity of this is not something we want the general public to know about.
Yeah.
Like that's when I was on Fiverr.
Mm.
Um and when it when it comes to processes, this is what I'm talking about. Yes, any one of us could hire out 4, 5, 6 people to generate whatever it is that we need